Are you? He probably
Really?
left his PC and it auto reconnected him.
Yeah.
No, or yeah, he's
Yeah.
his stream started and he's away from his chair. That's so
Fuck.
funny.
I'm
He
back.
just got up. He got up.
Welcome.
Oh, you're back. Welcome back. What happened?
My internet went down.
All right. Thank you, ISP that I don't know of in Canada. Middle finger.
Sure. Yeah, my internet went down. That's cool.
It's okay.
I'm back.
Coming back. Sorry about that.
Are you still
Welcome
hard?
back.
Obviously,
Let's go.
He's not so
I'm
hard.
hard. I'm hard.
I'm
I'm hard. That wasn't my fault.
We're hard as
I've never
fuck
not been
right
hard.
now. Listen, bro. You see that?
Yo,
soul?
don't
You see
include me
soul
in that,
lead?
bro.
Don't look at it, bro. No, mentally.
Are we all
stay
ready?
hard mentally, bro.
Like,
They have someone in the
okay.
bathroom.
No, they don't.
Uh,
They said. Oh, I said.
Well, they said, are we
no,
ready?
he just said
Oh, yeah,
yes.
they are.
Tankman?
Tankman?
Yeah,
Okay.
Comcast something that you
Yeah.
damn.
Okay. No, I don't.
I do. It's
Yeah,
tragic.
ready.
The fucking,
I
Canadian
unpause.
internet. I'm gonna try to take the jump pad.
Staying hard.
Come here, man.
Okay. I don't want to really fight green. To be honest with you, I want to just
I'm
push
trying to escape.
blue. Oh, are they on you?
Yeah, no.
You're good,
okay,
you're good,
but
you're good.
just letting you know.
Yeah, I was looking over there just in case, but.
I knew you were cookie. It's okay.
Yo, stay hard. Stay
God.
hard. Stay hard.
Yeah.
Not that kind of
I'm
hard.
staying hard. Oh
I
god.
have black hole, so I'm
You good,
I'm
Kathy?
ready to take a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm you know, dropping some packets here and there,
You're
but we'll see.
looking, You're looking at
In our
shop.
shop? They're actually trying to kill me.
I don't think we want to fight
Yeah,
this.
she's
Like,
doing a
I don't
pretty
think we
good
want to
job
fight
at it.
this.
Yeah, she's
Wanna
not
go
coming.
full teleport?
I'm
Try and
alive,
kill
I'm
7? Wanna kill 7?
Yeah, I can take TP. Yeah, I can take
Yeah.
TP. Yeah.
I can look.
There's two more here.
Yeah,
green,
we're
careful.
heavy on that side. Just fucking, we can look for something. Maybe.
Maybe
Might
he's running
take
towards
TP.
us. He is. We're not gonna be able to kill him in time. He came out.
Goodbye,
Oh, yeah, we are. He came out.
Hold on you.
Okay.
I'm dead.
He's trolling.
Are you able to live? Are you able to live, Salty?
I got
Doing-
his swap. He has
I
Veil
got-
Walker on.
I can try to help a little, but I can't do much more. If you can get towards
Here,
me.
there's a lot on Salty.
fine.
There's
No, I
so
can't
many on
anymore.
Salty.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna actually die for this.
try
That's
to-
my
Alright,
face.
Lash. A lot of jealous people
my
are gonna
bad.
try to
That's
kill
what there's
you.
left.
You need to be ready.
He has Veil Walker on Paradox now as well.
It's gonna fire actually. Let me test that.
I got out.
Oh, that's good. The U teams have been running it.
Barrage TPing.
Got your number, baby.
They could go mid while I'm down. No, Roger's on tank.
I have
now.
Lash ult if they try to go mid, but yeah, Rod on tank man. I'm gonna push yellow. I'm gonna push blue. Push yellow hard. They are mid. They are
I
mid.
spawn in time.
Do we give it? Do we give
Boost,
it? Or
boost.
no?
I spawn in time.
I have Lash ult. I have Lash
Here's
ult for
Reaper's
this.
Dynamo. Here's Reaper's Dynamo.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Abrams has
Okay.
ult. BKB on his ult.
It's fine. Get the timing, I believe.
I can't.
They don't dead. They don't dead. They don't dead. We still have time. We still have time.
Coming over. I got survival.
Oh, I can't. I got charged after.
Unlucky.
Nothing I can do.
Geist.
Yeah, no.
It's fine.
Reset.
Oh, rip. Knocked down. GG.
RIP. RIP. Yeah, knockdown on Kelvin. I'm just gonna push yellow.
What are the odds I get blue here?
You might.
Good.
I mean, we have a lot of good waves right now.
You know.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
You got blue at least. I didn't use black hole at least as well.
Yeah, I'm going for yellow. I feel like we get one more fight regardless, so we might as well get some walkers and flex slots here.
That's fine.
Oh, that's annoying. That's what.
That's
Dude,
insane.
I can't believe that just hit me.
Run.
Yeah, they're ending the game.
I have black hole.
I'm dead. That's all good. We get one more fight
Should I go
anyway.
and try to one-shot Lefo real quick?
Maybe.
Enemies have breached our
Could be fire.
stronghold.
They backed out.
You have hunters already? You
You're
don't.
doing
I don't think you're killing him. Tesla's
No
No
pretty
way
way
we
big
can
on.
damage.
turn, yeah. Someone's right here actually, but
Cameron's here.
Does this go or no?
there were a couple of green. That's easy.
Probably not. Probably not. Go. Oh, you're
Oh,
dead as
boy.
fuck.
Might be dead. GG.
What if you win these?
Tigerbird's dead. GG.
That's a Mirage TPing on me. Yeah.
Worth the try. Let me test.
Help. I'm fucking cooked. Oh my.
Alright, I'm going purple.
dead,
I don't
bro.
give a fuck. I'm getting
They
this.
didn't put Patron down, so we get another fight.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Just let's stop feeding a little bit.
Yeah. We got one more
bad.
fight. I can get a lash ult.
Yeah, I got TP'd on.
I can get a lash
fine.
ult maybe.
Not staying hard.
I'm gonna
though.
get
I bought a
reach.
decay for an extra long black hole, but there's no way it doesn't get canceled.
I have
so we'll
reach.
see.
I have reach. I can get a fat lash ult. Who knows? They do have
Yeah,
knockdown,
true,
so that'll
true.
be unfortunate. But
Yeah.
Lash into Dynamo into Warden.
Just remember, we're down our damage.
They don't have
right
swap right now,
I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not going for it anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Those
harassing
salty's
them.
up. I'm not going for it.
Yeah.
I'm up.
I have a lot of damage.
I'm up in 10.
It's just not enough. They're ahead. We need all of it.
Yeah.
From completing the ritual.
They're backing, it looks like. Maybe we can catch.
I'm gonna go for a knife.
We're catching, we're catching.
Mirage behind.
Mirage is still in.
I got swap, but I have two. Two ulted. Boom.
I got all of them. I got three. That's
Big.
canceled.
Unfortunate. We got doom.
I'm dead.
I'm resetting, but then I'll be back.
Are we able to live?
I don't have
Are we
lash
able
ults.
to- I can ult. I want to start ulting.
Stop
Where are we going on?
paradox.
Left side target? Left side? Paradox? They're one, they're one, they're one. Nice, huge.
Protect the stronghold.
Seven.
Silence him. I'm not gonna
Oh, I'm dead. Shit.
Seven's very hurt.
Shiv is full.
I'm living. We can actually win this. We can unironically win this.
I have,
Shit, you didn't spawn?
no damage.
Seven's so hurt. Fuck. Nice try.
GG's.
GG's.
Nice try.
Dangerous enemy.
Tough game.
We were
just had-
even. Okay, no, I'm a bit annoyed about because we were even in that game for so long, and then I was saying for 20 seconds straight, we have 5 here, split, and we kept pushing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tower. No one left except me.
I
I
also
feel like-
I also
feel
was
like
like,
I
you guys
just
are all
ignored.
grouped.
Like, hey, they're split pushing every other lane. Why are we at 5 in this one? And we just ignored me. I just got ignored. I don't know.
We just need to be way better at making plays with 2 or 3 people. Like, that's really the difference maker, because when we make plays with 4 or 5 people, it's very easy for them to just like split for a bit and then speed back and react. And then yeah.
Yeah, the amount of
agree.
times like, I mean, honestly, I think we just need to. I need to calm more about playing around dagger there. I feel like early game when I was doing that with Deathy, we got like several picks. I think 2 or 3 doing
But
that.
I also feel like yeah, I agree that you need to calm more, because you're the best setup that we have on our team. So like we need to play around your tempo. So if your tempo is like you're farming, then like the only other playmakers we have are maybe Tankman and me early on at least. And so we just need to be like, okay, like, you know, we just need to like play better around that and around the tempo, because I feel like a lot of the time we're like trying to make plays when we don't have playmakers, or like not making plays when we have playmakers.
Yeah.
We don't even name plays, like saying that we're grouped up. Like a lot of
We
teams suffer from
name
this
plays
as well,
though.
where it's like, oh, there's like we could like nobody said let's go do this. It's more of a let's stop doing this. So everybody's kind of like almost waiting for somebody else to like make a call on what to actually do. Because the problem wasn't that we kept doing what we were doing; it was just that everybody stopped, and they were like, nobody was taking the lead on it or being like, I'm going to go over here and do this, which I think is what we did really well in the first game, is that we were very like, I'm going to go fight this, I'm going to go push this, I'm going to do that. Like, we just kind of got stuck once we realized that we were all grouped up and then froze.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's at the end of the day, it's really about just being able to like know on our team who's like, I guess, yeah, just it's just like a general game plan thing. It's you know, just more practice.
Yeah, we need
on
to
that.
practice it a little bit more with some of the heroes that we played too, of like who can make plays and go kill people and who
Yeah.
can't.
Like I've never scrimmed with you guys in Haze before. That was my
Yeah.
first time Haze with you guys. And I'd say like, considering that, we played pretty well around it.
That's true.
But we need just more time.
It's like I don't
Also
know. I
need to learn
feel
how to play defensive. I think that might also be why we lose a lot. Have
Uh,
you seen like the way they play? Is they know how to play very defensive. Like they'll come, they'll get on the tower, they'll defend it, and then if we back off at all, they ditch unless somebody is like lingering in the lane, and it's clear that like they're just sitting there because they'll just react to play defensive instead of like
Yeah.
react and then try and get frags afterwards.
Yeah, I'm looking at this clip. If I'm not mistaken, look at the clip you just posted. After this, while you guys have 4
Yeah, I can go for the
green,
shiv here.
a 5 green,
Yeah, I'm ready
I
for
get
you.
dive yellow
Got
from
him?
this tower if I'm not.
Never mind, I
Yeah.
did not cut him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like the only one outside of that
Still here,
play.
still here. He's
splitting.
peeking, he's peeking. The
That
fuck?
happened a lot that game. I felt like I was the only one
That's
splitting.
fine,
So you
that's
guys
fine,
were
yeah.
really, really grouped.
He's
Very,
low.
very often.
Can we
He's
go for
one
yellow
health.
instead?
Literally
Please
one
go.
health.
We are way
Just
too
watch this
green.
game out.
Yeah. I mean, in this situation, I feel like
Yeah,
only
and
the
then there's
people that
3
are.
yellow and
I feel like
die.
only the people that are involved in the play on the shiv should be there. No, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have.
Never mind.
I feel like we have a bunch of stragglers looking at the minimap.
Okay, we're
But I guess to fully
Yeah.
understand, we would need to see the minimap movement like 15 seconds before, because like the
Yeah, I
issue
think like
had already happened
yeah,
at that
we
point.
did a mistake of either not having like 20 more damage there or having people close at all, right?
Yeah. I mean, we
'Cause-
basically we killed the Shiv. It's just that he got saved by Kelvin.
Because I think the big thing that happens is every time I've ever tried to split push a lane against Hydronation, at least one guy shows up. They split push lanes, sometimes it's just empty,
Yeah.
like fully, and we
Yeah,
never
yeah,
show up
100%.
ever.
No, they
But that's-
normally well. We
I mean, I
will
also
show
feel
up
like-
one guy
Here.
and then they'll have two people sitting there. and
The
then
problem is
they'll
that
kill the guy.
I also felt like I was
Yeah, yeah.
extremely denied that game, like of both farm, because I feel like we had a lot of farmers in our team, which isn't their fault. It's just the comp's fault, I think.
Yeah.
But
But then also, I feel like whenever I tried to go to a side lane and do something, I was always at a disadvantage because there's always someone else there, and I couldn't really do a whole lot alone.
Yeah.
I think part of that. I think
I
there's
was
two
behind.
things. I mean, I think there's two things related to that. I think one, I don't really think that.
I'm
I mean, I don't know, I
Can
guess-
I be honest with you real quick? You can look at the farming stats that game. Our team barely farmed that game, Goober. I'm pretty sure they were stealing our farm.
You think? Oh, you think
Yeah.
it was them?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
really.
I think
get
it
it.
was.
They
If
were
you, if
low.
you look at the stats that game,
Let me
like
check.
their Paradox had more farm than anyone on our team except for you.
It's
That's
because
true.
they would take our sides and then they would
There's a
invade
match
our
ID if you wanna
jungle,
look.
and then they would take our jungle and then they would kill whoever is standing alone at a tower.
Yeah.
Or they,
were
would put
just
pressure
yanking
on
shit out
that
of our
person
farm.
and
It
then
wasn't
go
us
to the
doing it.
farm.
Although I will agree that Ivy generally is like a really big farm yoinker. That game specifically, I wasn't doing it.
Yeah. I
They
think
do
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
really
I touched
good
the
job.
jungle like
So-
once or twice. So, it's
so.
like,
Actually,
Yeah, we.
it was entirely the whole pressure thing instead of like being farming characters. It's entirely the fact that they were able to go around the map, steal our farm, push our waves.
Yeah,
and we don't,
because
and we
we
don't
were
do
two
anything to
groups.
react to it. Yeah,
I think-
Yeah, and then I was fucked.
It's
Really
more
good.
so like converting kills like early is something that we're really bad at. Like low farm, like early on. I feel like we don't put 3 in a lane enough or like win those fights
Yeah.
enough. And then we're never
100%.
like we never take too many early towers versus them, right? We get like maybe 1 out of the 4, but then they just
Mhm.
have all the map control and it feels like they take the towers first, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, well, they take our jungle and then they take our towers
Or reverse,
because
but doesn't
because
matter,
it makes it so that we have nothing to do in our jungle, and we
Yeah.
have to go rotate to a lane, and then we put like 3 people in a lane, and then 3 people take a tower, or
That's
3
true.
people jump somebody who's sitting there shooting the creeps because they have no jungle to farm. Like
Yeah.
in that lane in laning phase,
Oh, there's no other
Salty
game.
gets gone on. I say Kelvin is going through our rooftops to you, Salty,
We lost.
and then you get killed by him, and then I say purple, and then there's still
Sorry for the
3 people
performance, guys.
on our
We
side.
tried our best.
Kelvin, Abrams, and some other fucker was in purple, and they stayed there. And you came back, and I was there, and they just jumped on us after like we started putting pressure on the tower with 3 people. They will take the jungle, and then they will sit around and then like linger and then wait for whoever comes back to jump that one person or the 2 people with their numbers. As like left,
Yeah.
they understand their farm prio essentially.
That's something we
Like,
should do
people,
more.
Our team has the problem of people who shouldn't be taking the jungle will take the jungle, while other people who shouldn't take it.
I think
are,
it's
like,
I think
in
it's
the lane.
different. I think it's different. I think like I partially agree with you, but I think it's more so since we're not doing anything else, we fall back to jungle, but we should
Yeah.
be doing something else instead. It's not that we shouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily be jungling, and that's the problem. It's like nothing's happening on the map, so the only safe thing to do is to jungle. But I do
Yeah.
think we need to trap people more, right? Is that like more
Yeah.
preemptive, like when this guy shows, we go, and everyone be ready for that type of play, you know?
Yeah,
I do
for
think
sure.
that's a good point. Because then we're
Yeah.
not jungling, and then we leave the jungle for certain people, type of thing. And
Well, I
we
think
put
it's
more pressure.
also it's just about understanding which of our heroes are, because like I think as far as farm priority goes in this game compared to like I think the difference between this game and like Dota is that this game in general is like much more active, and so I think the farm priority is basically like, do you have your item that allows you to kill people or do you not, you know? And if you do, then you should be making plays with other people that have also hit their timings, and if you don't, then you should be playing more passive on the other side of the map probably, right?
Yeah,
Maintaining
it's about
waves.
asking those questions of like if Tankman's behind on farm, is that more of a priority than getting our haze ahead on farm? Right? Like
No. I
it's
mean, it's
a lot
I
of
don't even think
experience
it's
with
that. I think that's like seeing it the wrong way. I think it's seeing it like Tankman does not have his items to kill people. Tankman should be
If I don't
farming.
have- If I don't
It's
have
not even
pizza, I
about
don't
farm
have side
priority.
mix, I need to farm. And
It's
then,
just like, yeah. Like it's literally just, do you have your items? Yes. Okay, do something. Do you not have your items? No. Okay, like, and then there's always the in between. So like, for example, when Hayes gets like combat barrier or swift striker early on, she's like raid boss. So as soon as she gets that, she should look to like kill someone. But then, you know, if 1 or 2 fights go poorly, then she might need her next item. Like maybe she needs Hunter's Aura, maybe she needs another, you know what I mean? So at that time she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get this item and then make a play, right?
True.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Same thing for me on Lash. It's
Yeah.
like if early on, if I have max Flog, Quicksilver, like I can kill people. But then like as time goes on, I'll be like, all right, I need Headhunter.
Yeah, I think we just need to put 3 in a lane a lot more than we do.
Yeah, 100%.
That's my
I
hot
agree.
take.
Like specifically on the side lanes in this current meta,
Yes.
taking the sidewalkers early, getting that extra flex slot, you need the sidewalkers. The middle walkers are impossible to push. Like when we had
Yeah.
4 people middle walker, that was
Yeah,
kind of
that's true.
risky. We didn't get much out of it. We never got that walker, by the way. That walker that early on
That's
we were
true.
ahead.
That we did so much damage to.
We did
Yeah,
we did so much damage. If that was a sidewalker, we get that 100%.
That's true. But yeah, I think going forward, let's try to bring more people to lanes so that we get more map control and pressure, and potentially kills, and be ready to like bait the wave on those when we have 3 there, and then kill the guy and take the tower type of thing.
Mhm.
Also, like with the way creeps work, you get more gold no matter how many people you have in the lane, except for 6. If like 5 people are in a lane, you get the same amount of gold like spread to your team as if only 1 person was getting that gold. So like no matter what, you're like positive on the souls or whatever, as long as people are catching shit, right?
Yeah.
So you don't actually
Yeah.
fall far behind.
Yeah. It's fine.
But yeah, I agree. I think a lot of the times during those games, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I have like an alt ready and we're not doing anything, so I might as well hit lane or creeps or something. But like, I want to be putting pressure on more than we do.
Yeah. That's because we don't make
Es-
enough
yeah.
plays with 2 or 3
Yes.
people. Because if we do, then
Especially
Black
as
Hole is like
Ivy.
way more threatening. Like
Yeah,
Black Hole is
yeah.
so threatening in a 3v3 because like they don't
Yep.
have a lot of ways to cancel it. It's like it's super threatening, so we need to make
Exactly.
that. But
Exactly.
overall,
So, good.
I was just gonna say overall, like I mean, it was our best performance against Hydra Nation, so we can
That's
at least
true.
be happy about that.
Only improvement.
That first game was very, very
That
good.
first game,
Yeah.
that first game, we were like an inch away from winning. Like
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
ass,
yeah.
that shit was out of the
Yeah.
black hole range
Yeah,
from
yeah,
point
yeah.
by like a half a centimeter. And if
Yeah,
that hit, we
it's
won.
rough.
I'm pretty sure that was the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But yeah, just going forward, let's try and do that more.
Mhm.
It'll feel better for me.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a-
I mean, I think
in
it's like
future
if you're in a
scrims-
position
future
to go.
scrims, let's make a note that let's make a note to like make comms saying we're too grouped, please, so we beat it into our heads instead of just saying let's do
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Because like that game, like that one instance I called it, but like I feel like that call never gets made. Like,
Yeah,
hey, we're
but-
too grouped. Let's split.
My point is like that's a fine call, but there also needs to be like we also need to have a good idea on if we're in this situation, this is what we should usually do.
I
Like,
think
do
it's
we split and go for the wide walkers because they're like weaker? Do we completely just reset, farm up our side of the map? Like, what options do we have? Because saying that we're grouped is just like
I think-
potentially stating the obvious, right? You want to be able to go.
true.
We're
I
doing
think
this. Can
by
we do that?
point, by the point where we say we're too grouped, we've already made a mistake. I think we need to have a game plan going forward that prevents us from being too grouped, right? So instead of like trying to passively fix the problem by saying we're too grouped at this moment, let's split up. We need to go like do something actively and prevent that from even happening in the first place.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do going forward. We're gonna make this very simple. Okay, at the end of every single draft, before we get into the game, we're gonna look at the game and we're gonna look at the draft and we're gonna say here are our playmakers. Okay, at least like in the early to
The
mid
gang
game.
squad.
Yeah, here's our playmakers. Okay, now if we get into the mid game, these playmakers are gonna dictate the plays. You know what I mean? So if we've got a Haze and a Warden, for example, those are playmakers. So the Haze and the Warden, depending on the Warden and the Haze's build, but usually, like let's say in current meta at least, then you know we should have one squad that plays around the Haze and one squad that plays around the Warden, other than for team fights, obviously. But
Yeah.
so like if the Haze is like, hey, I need my item right now, then we'll have we should probably have like 2 people playing one side of the map passively, like the
we
Haze being one of them.
overload. We
And we
bring
just
more
overload right
numbers
side. And we're
so
like,
that
okay,
we're
let's play
not-
around our
yeah.
Warden then, right?
Yeah, we're not at like a power deficit by missing one of them.
So like in that
I
game, for
also overload a
example,
little
we can
bit.
just have the Ivy. We can have the Ivy on the side of the Haze when she wants to farm, and then the Ivy can just kind of like Thorns and just like deep push waves and farm, and so can the Haze. And then we have everybody else playing around our Warden
yeah.
and our Lash. which is also a playmaker.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like I got a really good start, but we didn't play around me. That's how I felt that game.
When we're grouping to make a play, we also need to just make the play happen rather than sitting 3 people in a lane for like 30 seconds and then they just see you have 3 there and then they just never commit on you.
We need to be very
I feel
careful
like
about vision.
I think that's one thing we do a lot.
Yeah, that's true. We show too much on wave.
We show way too much
you
on
can
waves.
soak on a wave without hitting the creep, and you get the same tools. So I just
Yeah.
need to do that more.
It's the same sort of thing of just because there's no plan, we kind of just sleepwalk.
Exactly. So, like, I do think another thing is we should abuse like high ground, walls, fog, whatever, and like be ready to jump a tower, and only have the one person push out the wave.
That was always something that the unknown team were really,
Yeah.
really good at, of
For
just
sure.
baiting and stuff like
But
that.
no, Unknown will just have 3 people
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
spawn
technically the
on you
IGL,
out of
but it's
nowhere
just,
whenever you do
yeah,
anything.
exactly.
That's
I
like
need to
what
do a
they're
better
best
job
at.
of like
Yeah.
macroing.
And
I
then
think
they
the reason
exploded.
why Hydra Nation beat so many people is
They did do
because
that.
every situation it's like we just fucking killed them all mostly, and then we do the mid boss. Yet they're still doing something. They still have
Yeah.
like hydration and shiv push. Like nobody would ever think to do that because they'd be like bricking themselves that they lost a mid fight and then they have rejuve. But they're so like, okay, we're in this situation. This is what I'm going to do every single time, and it's just like reps more than anything.
I think it's
They've played
mostly
together
like
longer.
which some of us also have to acknowledge of when we can't actually get to something before it's over and just do something else with their time. Because if you spend too much time walking to a dead play, you waste like 30 seconds of your time. So
Yeah.
I think that happens sometimes.
I mean, I always keep going back to like one of the first VOD reviews we did when we were playing up against Catgirl's team, where she was like, I'd like to do Earn. And it's like, it's not a great, like, do you want to do it now? Do you want to drop what you're doing and do it now? Do you want to do it after you're doing the objective that you're doing? Like, it's calls like that that just get really confusing later on because it's like, oh, I thought you meant you wanted to do Earn now instead of doing this. And like, that's the kind of stuff, not to that specific level, but they're the kind
we're
of like
learning.
comms that fuck us. It's
We're
just
learning.
we go, let's do this. In that case, it's a bit more like, I would like to do this. Or can we, like, yellow's free? No. And it's just a little bit like, if we're a bit like, let's go yellow. Let's just go yellow as free. Like, Mirror Man, you're with me kind of thing. 'Cause it's very easy for people to go, can somebody come with me yellow? And nobody responds. Nobody steps up to it. And everybody really realizes that nobody's stepping up to it. Then 3 people go, yeah, I'll come. And then we have 4 people go and do an objective that maybe only required 2, you know? There's just been a little bit more like deliberate and a bit more like you're a fucking SEAL operative.
Yeah. I need to do a better job of it as well, for sure. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think,
those
at
are the
different
main
points
things.
in the game, just assign a captain, and that captain forms their squad, and then we go gank.
That's just knowing
I
who your
think one of those
playmakers
squads
are.
are not playmakers, no. So
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Haze,
exactly.
Paradox.
Yep.
Phase, Paradox.
So I'll probably be leading one of those every
Yep.
time.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're leading the squad.
Situationally Dynamo, but
Yeah.
if you are
Yeah.
strong in a situation, make sure you are the one
Yep,
calling
yeah.
for something to
Relation
happen.
with squad captain, fire.
Squad
Yeah,
captain,
true.
that's true.
Because like
Squad B.
Tamman said that he wants to play like Warden more as like a carry and get them farmed up, right? So like that's an instance where if Tapman's playing Mo, he might not be putting his own agenda into the game, right?
Well, Tankman
but
can
if
be a
he's playing
captain
Warden
though.
and wants to be farmed off, yeah. So it's like just taking the reins when you need to, really. And
Yeah, I think,
that's going to change around. But
I think let's try and make plays around buildings as well, or like
Yeah, for
catching
sure.
people. So like
Especially
we
walkers now.
so even if we don't like our play isn't successful, we still get something out of it, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%.
But yeah. Okay, I want to get off the computer for a little bit, if that's okay.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
I have some plans, customs, with
Yeah,
some
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys are free to leave. No one's being held hostage.
yeah,
Well, I wanted,
really
I
well
wanted,
played.
to, I wanted to stay over the full
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to miss anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like we were about to end the conversation before I started it again, so I just wanted to be like,
No, it's like
Yeah, I think
Setting it and-
I think pretty much the next thing is just like let's just set up a time to like VOD review one of the games.
Yeah, I was going to
at
say
least.
tomorrow
Yeah,
at
I would love
6.
to.
I know we're trialing with Warlix, but like Gooby, you're more than welcome to come at 6 and chill for the hour, and we can go through it then.
Yeah. If you're free.
Just DM me when something's gonna start, and I'll let you know if I can make it.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and no rush.
Okay, we're
if not,
gonna do
you can just
tomorrow at
catch the
6.
VOD.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off the computer.
Yep. Bye bye.
All right,
Yeah.
GG's really
All
well
right.
played.
See you, fellas. I'm gonna be watching the Flicked tournament. Oh wait, it's offline. Refresh. Stream is back. Refresh. Oh wait, it's online.
Also, one thing I wanted to bring up, it doesn't matter that they're gone or not. I think going forward, I want my second like other character to start being Geist.
Sure.
And be like very like I want to specialize Grey Talon, but like I feel like we've been picking him like way too much. I feel like there's like very big niches with Grey Talon, and I can effectively tell you what I can play against and what not. But like Geist, I am a lot. more
Geist is a
confident
really
just
rough
all
one for Grey
around.
Talon, right? Because you just aren't allowed to fly because you just die.
Well, no, actually, like Grey Talon can win that matchup. It's about like hitting your fucking shots, you know.
Oh, okay.
But it's like when it's 7, I just lose too, like always.
Yeah,
'cause
sure.
It's stun.
That's on me. I literally like I just like.
No, you're fine. No. I'm just saying like future, because like especially like right now with Haze, like Grey Talon cannot land against Haze. Doesn't matter who the fucking player is. It's literally impossible because of the fixation. So it's like, those are the only two like ones I'm worried about now. Like I'm not as worried as like against like a Paradox, because if a Paradox is swapping a Grey Talon instead of like someone else important on their team, it's like they're kind of trolling.
Because Vindicta's been played a lot more, like in this instance, it's not a good option because it's the same issue. We've just been stunned out the air. But like, do you see yourselves potentially playing Vindicta in the future, Salty?
Yeah, I can do it.
Funnily enough, I think Vindicta is actually a much better matchup against 7 than Grey Talon.
Yeah, she is 100%.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Her
But I mean, we just don't.
Damage, your Crow, and like her.
She can play way further back than Grey Talon can.
Yeah.
'Cause I think your mechanics are
I'm gonna
good.
pick up her.
And I think like the Sizz Lucky role on a team is a really, really good one. Just somebody that is like mechanically
Well,
very
Sizz Lucky's
strong
no
that
longer
can
on Llama
take-
Lords.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
and
was he
then
the one who got the snap?
Well, I guess.
I don't know what he's doing, but
I don't know.
like, you know, he'd play Geist, he would play Grey Talon, he'd play Vindicta, he's playing a bit of Mirage, he's playing a bit of like just anything that's a little bit more aim intensive, but isn't like a position 1 carry kind of person.
Yeah.
I think that
I'm
kind of thing
gonna-
would suit you really well.
Yeah, I think in the future, I would say like the next week or two, I'm gonna just like hard grind Geist, because I'm already like somewhat like I don't even say somewhat. I am decent, like almost good at her. I want to be like great on her though. I would consider my Grey Talon and my Abrams great, and I want my Geist to get there, because like I think Geist is just really fucking strong right now.
Yeah.
And Vindicta, I think will just come naturally, because like I've already practiced her a bit, and I'm already dropping like 20 kills a game on her, so it's like that character's gonna be fucking easy to grind out.
True.
I just don't want to do it at a later time.
Yeah, I think we can all. I think for Mirrorman, just keeping the Ivy grind probably. Ivy's super
Keep
strong.
the
I
Ivy
think.
grind, and then also I think Kelvin's probably a good one.
Yeah, I mean, he
maybe.
did terrific.
I did have to pull out the Kelvin today, and I didn't do terrible, but like there's some mechie things on him where I would just like mess them up, and it was like it would make situations like that would be good just worse.
Yeah. I think
it's
for
Like,
me,
I messed up like a nade
more
on a
like-
guy while I was like doing like a ice beam on like an ice path, and I wanted to like cancel the ice beam and nade, and I just like fumbled my fingers, and it took like 2 extra seconds.
yeah.
That kind of shit.
For me, I think I'll just grind out like Shiv, Mirage, and
Pocket. I'd love to see.
I
you
mean,
play Pocket
I
again.
could.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. I've been playing a decent amount of Pocket and Haze too.
I feel like your Pocket should be your prio, and like Haze on like the side. I feel like your Shiv is already really strong, and considering like the melee stuff right now, I can't tell if it's
Doesn't
like
even work.
your internet or like.
No, the melee actually doesn't. The melee actually doesn't work.
I think
Everybody in my
think
chat
Melee is
agreed
actually
too.
just having issues right now.
Yeah, no, I think.
Yeah, it's on the front of Reddit
shotgun-
as well, with like
Yeah.
Abrams just missing every punch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think shotguns right now are a little fucking like they're very like delayed, considering like the last
Something-
patch, like, they
something
felt a lot
weird
more
is going
good.
on for
Yeah,
sure.
something's wrong. I
Yeah.
think once that gets fixed, it'll be better. But I think for now, like Pocket's gonna be like really good to grind out, just long term,
Yeah.
and then like Haze on the side.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's also like if, like, say we go for Goober. I don't want to talk too much about it on stream, mind, but like, I think it's like I could see him being really good at stuff like Haze, Wraith, Infernus, and stuff like that. Kind of, you know, in a similar sense to what Wallix is like as a player, right? You know, his Bebop's scary, but he can also play like the other stuff if it gets banned out and have the freedom. Like, and I think like between Defi and Goober, you can have like the spirit centric kind of carries in inverted commas, like Pocket, like Mirage, like Lash, in some instances Yamato, that you would suit, and then like the mechanically intensive stuff like Haze, like 7, I could definitely see a young player like Goober do really well on that.
Mhm.
I don't think you need to define yourself to roles, but there's definitely a couple of characters like that we just.
I mean, I
don't
know that
play
there's
because it's a
characters that I
little
don't
bit
like. I know that there's characters that I like don't even want to like really learn them. For example, like Seven, I just know that character is not for me. Like Infernus, I'm fine
I
playing.
wanna play
Haze,
that
I'm fine
guy.
playing. Wraith, I'm fine. Seven, I don't want to play that
That's fine. I won't play.
guy. All right,
Yeah,
there you go.
I used to play 7.
I don't
That
play
character's
7.
easy.
I just think 7's fun. It's good.
Fair enough.
It's a similar
mean-
problem with Boink though, isn't it? Where it's like Boink plays the Kelvin, the McGinnis, the Dynamo, and stuff, and it's like divvying some of those characters off to
Mhm,
say
mhm.
Mirrorman, for example, with a
Pocket
Kelvin
needs
or
an
a
nerf, yeah,
Dynamo.
sure.
Like
Pocket Arc,
means
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
play both
I
instead.
mean,
of being in
Pocket's
this
already one of my
position
most
where,
played characters.
Let's
right?
say
Like,
if there's
I
a
have,
Shiv open, a Mirage, and a Pocket,
I have
you're like, I
123
can play all
on
three.
Pocket with pretty good
But if
stats.
I don't pick Mirage, who would pick him up? Like, sure, maybe you have Tankman that can, but he's playing Warden, and so it gets a little bit like we have a lot of really good options on the table that we can't necessarily just use because we're not really one tricking, but we're in our different lanes with like roles and stuff. The Hydra Nation could you got 3 players that can play Mirage, for example, so it's a lot easier for them to divvy that. But that's also difficult when we're swapping out players a lot.
Yeah, I mean we're figuring things out, but I think overall we're still the nice thing is that we're figuring things out, playing with different players, but I feel like overall we're still like improving and having the best performances we've had like ever basically overall, you know.
Yeah. I think that we improve every time we scrim.
Whoa.
I mean, for me, the happiest I was today was when I like, you know, I mean, I won lane against
1v6.
Leffa. That doesn't happen a lot. I like also like pretty well in lane against DMB. Like I struggle in lane against their players a lot because they have like, in my opinion, they have like the best solo laners in NA. And against most other teams, I can win lanes, but against this team, I've always struggled. But I felt like today I had really good performances in lanes. I was happy.
If I didn't get a little bit too
Oh, yeah,
aggro, my
brother.
Ivy lane versus DMB's Mirage would have gone dead even. I had like one mistake that got me caught, and like if I just didn't
Yeah.
like walk a little bit forward, it would have been a dead even
Mhm.
lane at like 8 minutes, which is not bad. I think that Ivy solo lane shit is pretty good because what do they do to
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I actually think
If
it's
I'm
good.
being-
Like, yeah, I agree.
If I'm being brutally honest, from the King Crimson game where we were like 18k ahead and then it was even and we lost mid boss, I was just sort of thinking like, oh fuck, it's like that revival game
Yeah.
again. I was feeling that we were just gonna fucking fumble it. So the fact that we like clawed it back looked so much better in the second game, and then our third game against third game of the day, first against Hydration, like we looked fucking phenomenal. Like everything was clicking, and it didn't feel like it was too taxing to play that way. I do think it's a little bit like once we got to the 5th game, we were just lagging a little bit. Just 5 games in a row.
What are we
is
just
just
flicking
exhausting.
towards
Having to
NA?
wait 30 minutes between each half really fucking sucks. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But
And it's just after a patch as well, and they've also got the fucking
Stay hard.
earn shit in there as
much
well.
love, chat.
Like,
Much love.
it's
I love you.
annoying.
It's tough, but you know, I'd say overall, like,
Do you want to hear how much
yeah,
money we
it's
won?
just fine.
Are you ready
What do
for
you think
this?
about the last changes?
$20.
Rank especially.
More
Wait, we
than
won
that.
money?
We won.
Wait,
Drum roll, please.
You guys are getting paid?
We're getting,
Right? Drum
we
roll.
actually earned some
Wait,
money.
actually-
But to be fair, so did 8th place. There's teams, the TBD teams that quit, they get fucking $40.
Okay, I'm ready to drum roll. I'm
We
ready to drum roll.
get $115.40.
This is not each, right? That's total.
That's total.
Okay,
Total.
okay.
How do we
Oh.
cut that up into 6 or 7?
We're fucking rich.
Pizza party.
Pizza party,
Some
dude. That would
pizza.
actue pay. That would actually pay some pizza party. I'm not gonna lie.
It would
Yeah,
pay
no,
for a
no.
pizza party.
I think we send all the money to Salty, and then we just ask him to DoorDash us every once in a while.
You guys are fucking insane.
We need a team DoorDash. Thank you.
I think just give them Salty's PayPal. Just give them Salty's PayPal
Salty, you want to
every
know
once
what's
in a while.
disappointing shit, dude? That pizza you got me was so mid.
Oh,
Really, it was fucking mid.
It was
All right.
dude. There was
Yeah.
no pizza sauce, and it was fucking burnt.
Send the money to Goober. He's 17.
No.
True. That's actually a good point. We could give it to Goober.
Could you say that you should send the pizza and be like, this has come from Zeke Poogie Doog 13?
Wait, no, wait. Was the pizza actually bad? Because I could just full refund it. Like I'm.
It was pretty bad. It was.
All right.
I feel bad
Hold
for the
on.
driver if you did that. I don't know if the driver loses the money.
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he keeps tips. It's
No,
just,
that pizza was like not.
All right, well,
it
guess
was
How
what?
can you have
bro.
pizza that's not even that like pizza's so easy?
You want to know what?
Like,
You want to? I just told you I did something kind of gross. You want to know what I did?
oh boy.
What did you do, bro?
There was no pizza sauce on the pizza, so I put salsa
What?
on it.
Okay,
What?
yeah, no, I'm refunding.
Dude, it
I'm
was.
refunding.
There was no pizza
Okay.
sauce on the pizza. What are you
Dude,
talking
there was
about?
almost no pizza sauce. Like when I tell you, like it was
Bro.
basically just bread and cheese.
What?
Okay.
I feel like cheesy bread can be good, but I'm guessing it wasn't even good.
It was burnt bread.
No.
What should I say the reason should be? Should I just say like bullshit it? Like,
Terrible. Dog shit pizza.
no, I'll just say it didn't arrive. Like,
El Pizza.
Bro refunds his pizza 2 days later. It didn't arrive.
dude, I don't give a fuck.
It's like you waited 2 days for it to show up.
Kind of sus, dude.
It's been
Definitely
54
arrived.
hours,
Kinda
and my
sounds right.
Dude,
margarita
I'm gonna
pizza
the
is
pizza
still
business
not
is gonna
here.
knock on my door.
He did
like,
say he
yo.
put salsa on the pizza. He did say he did that.
I'm missing or incorrect item. Boom! I just got all my money back. Easy.
We all witnessed potential fraud here today.
It's not fraud.
As far as the rank changes, sorry, I'm just gonna deafen so I can answer that question. I started answering it earlier. I think the patch is great, honestly. I actually think the patch is great. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know what you guys think about the patch. I love the patch. I think the rank change is also healthy for the game right now. The player base has been going down a little bit, and splitting the player base in 2 queues is a little bit rough. And also, considering how many like huge balance changes there are and like how many experimental features they're trying, I think ranked is kind of unhealthy. Like, meaning, like, the game's just not at a point where you want the majority of the population to take it super seriously. You know what I mean? It feels great, but it's so damn long. Your matches were long before the patch. It's crazy. Even the urn, I mean, the urn's just for 2 days. The urn's for 2 days. The urn sucks. Yeah, let's make one thing clear. The urn sucks. But it's going to be gone by tomorrow, right? Is Melee unplayable? I don't know. It just doesn't really work that well. So maybe it's unplayable. It's just mostly buggy. I think it's fixed. I don't know, because I just played Melee and it like didn't register. Like half my Melees weren't registering. Yeah. You had a decent match with your new Melee shiv build. Nice. Hey Deathy, how's it going? It's going good. How about you? Patch is great. You just dislike the temporary urn change? Yeah, that'll be gone tomorrow. I mean, I also dislike it. I think it's kind of shitty. Urn changes favors the team in lead way too much. That's true. What is this tournament? This is a North American tournament.
We are seeing it start to shine now.
I just want the match to happen, you know what I mean?
It is
Oh wait,
dark.
here we go. We're getting the match live. Flick of the esports. We have Skyline GZ versus Purpose Gaming. I've never head of Purpose Gaming. I might just watch the game because I'm not gonna lie, the stream quality is kind
I
of.
don't know for what team.
289-73306, I think. 73306. Or is it 08? Frank's
Skyline
people
GG
leaving the
was
game early is
scrims.
bad. Yeah, it's bad for sure, but they already have penalties for that. What'd you say?
We scrimmed Skyline GG before.
Yeah, it's the Ben SV team or whatever. They're pretty okay. Like, I mean, you know, they're not like bad players, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to say this respectfully. Like, they're a good enough team to be in a tournament. Like, sometimes, you know how in deadlock tournaments you've had teams that are just like, you know, they're just like friend teams, but it's just
Yeah,
like,
friend team that signs up and then they just get bought. They're the team that loses to like
they just get bodied.
us in 8 minutes.
Oh, it's 08. I see. 239. Oh, sorry. It's 289733308. 2897308. Should you use your Prime sub? I mean, you know, if you want to use it on me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Prime sub right now. Let's get it going. You got that shit for free? You can give it out for free. Let's go. Give it a Deathy.
I mean, yeah, I would appreciate it. It'd be great.
I know there was a couple of changes with sightlines and actual.
Oh
I just
yeah,
wanna
of
watch
course
the
it's
game
Flyers
in-game.
team, yeah.
It being a ghostly grenade, it goes through walls.
Yeah, it's Flair's team, right?
Acceptable.
Yeah.
I believe Wardens was the one that got changed this most recent patch to where it doesn't go through walls anymore.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be watching in game. Okay, it's not that I don't want to support the stream, but just like the quality, it just annoys me because it's like 30 FPS and it's just like, All right. Wait, they have a lot of. Who are these players? I feel like they have so many new players now. Oh yeah, because their team disbanded. Yeah, Flair told me that the team was kind of dead, basically.
Yeah, because he asked if like to trial for us. But
I'm pretty sure multiple players on their team asked.
Yeah.
I think I got some DMs too. I haven't gone through all my DMs though. Yo, critical.
I think it was. I think it's a little bit like because it is like unsigned early days. So they want to have like a fucking list of 10 people. It was more
Look,
like
YouTube.
okay,
YouTube doesn't give me nearly as much money as Twitch. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. YouTube is definitely not better for me. I'll tell you that.
As well.
So you know, I stream on both because I love my YouTube community and I want you guys to get the stream, but I make very little from YouTube. I can hold tab, yeah. I make very little from YouTube streams. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube streams at all. That's mostly because people sub on Twitch, right? People sub on Twitch, whereas people on YouTube like don't sub. You know what I mean? Like YouTube doesn't have the community aspect. I feel like people don't even know that you can subscribe on YouTube using the like join feature or whatever. And like I actually get more money from YouTube subs than I do Twitch subs, just nobody subs. Whereas on Twitch, a decent amount of people sub. YouTube reach is potentially much larger. Yeah, it does have larger reach, so there's that. I mostly just do it because like, you know, I've got like my I make a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, so, and I know that people like the YouTube stream. UFC Boomers 6 slot is a hot commodity. Yeah, a lot of people are interested. I mean, it makes sense, right? There's not a lot of teams. You actually mainly watch me on YouTube, you came on Twitch to sub? Yeah, I think there's also a decent amount of people that do that. They'll watch me on YouTube, but then they'll use their Prime to me on Twitch or whatever. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Like, there's no reason for me not to. Like, it's... Like, the YouTube quality is slightly worse because of the way that I stream, but other than that, we're chilling. Let me just move the camera a little bit. Whoops, sorry, guys. You guys want the match ID, or you're just going to be watching my stream?
I'll just watch your stream.
Alright. I'll do a cam work. Alright, so lanes are pretty even so far. Casting. We've got Flair. I will say Flair is a goated player, and the reason he's goated is because I coached him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I coached him last week. A little coaching session with Flair. We talked about his pocket a little bit. I told him a couple things to work on. My chat isn't displaying YouTube messages. Yeah, the chat overlay is broken because my internet crashed and I don't know how to fix it. I don't think it's fixable. Sorry, guys.
I guess it's because it's a different stream now.
Yeah. No YouTube chat. Sorry, Flair's rank. I think Flair's like Ascendant 5 or Ascendant 6, at least before the patch. I don't know after the patch what rank he is. He was like high Ascendant. He primes it to you on Twitch, watch it on YouTube. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. All the kills he gets are because of me. Yeah. Yeah, so if Flair pops off, it's actually me popping off.
Vicariously.
It's our win.
Vicariously, yeah. Okay. You do coaching? I sure do. Exclamation point coaching. What's the TF2 Boomers current roster? We have a couple trials, so whatever the trial says, we're trialing a couple people. So we're trialing Goober, we're trialing Scout, and we're trialing Wallix, and it'll be one of those three probably. You watch on YouTube, but here's my Prime sub. Thank you for the Prime, NJ. Much appreciated. It really does help, guys. Like, you know, I know that you probably hear that from streamers a lot, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta pay the bills somehow. It really does help support the stream. It might not seem much. Might not seem like much, but like a one sub like makes a big difference. Wallix too? Yeah, we're scrimming with Wallix tomorrow. You should post coaching VODs. A lot of my coaching students actually like don't want the VODs posted, but some of them do allow it. But I haven't really done that too much. Wasn't Goober from NA? Yeah, Goober's NA. What do you mean? We're all NA. Alright, the haze is popping off. This looks, you know, what's interesting is that I feel like every lane is like kind of winning, and yet the souls are completely even. So maybe they're just missing a lot of last hits or something's going on. Do you think you're shifting into the role of a carry with a shift into Wraith / Haze, also slightly playing a bit of 7? In a way, a little bit. I think we're just not really sure what's happening, and since we're trialing different people right now, it's kind of difficult to determine what everybody's hero pool should be. And so right now, I'm just kind of playing whatever like is good and feels good to me. and like we need in drafts. You know what
At
I mean?
some point, we might have to do coaching my Mirage on stream, Deathy. Just
Alright, yeah.
content because holy shit.
Could be good content.
Have you done
Yo,
content on stream
thanks for the
before,
prime, guys. Veal the grass-fed bison. That's pretty good.
He
Joe
said
Bones,
the most
thank you.
when it's shown.
Oh, we paid for premiums. You're not going to Switch? Yeah, of course not, man. Look,
I've
you guys like
got to
watching on
that point
YouTube?
where
Keep
I
watching
can
on
take
YouTube.
away like my ability to be able to coach an esports team from my actual ability of playing the game itself. But I'd like to be better at the game just 'cause it's a lot of fun to play. But yeah, some about Mirage just doesn't translate to my brain.
If you want a new teammate, you can always ping me. I'm a good IGL. Your rank is high. It's almost Oracle 1. Let me know if you're interested. You can... guys, we need to have a serious talk. I have a chatter by the name of Eller_8. He's willing to join the team, and he will sponsor with a cheeseburger every Sunday. I mean, that's pretty enticing.
You're in. You're in.
Wait, never mind.
Hey,
We've
where's
got a
the
counter offer.
Boink.
Wait,
where's the cheeseburger coming
we've got a counter offer. Aethergic is willing to provide one every Sunday and every Wednesday.
from? Holy shit.
Fuck. That's a good offer.
Really depends on where their burgers are coming from.
Yeah, what kind of burger are we talking about? Like, is it like a shitty McDonald's like burger? Because like I'm not that interested,
I
you
want a
know.
high quality burger.
Yeah, we're a bougie team, you know. We're not trying to.
To be fair, that is probably paid more than some of the other teams assigned to Orgs in Deadlock at the moment.
Yeah, honestly, if you give us a
So-
cheeseburger every week, that's probably like the best Deadlock org deal so
That's
far.
more than noun, I think, at this point, yeah.
It's got to be more than nouns. I actually played 7 today and it feels so easy and powerful. Why don't you think it suits you? Because I feel like 7 is not that active of a character, and I feel like I need to play active characters because I'm just an active player. Like, I just like going and creating opportunities in fights. And that was the same way I played Dota. Yo, Maeve, fan of rats. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Just the burger, not even the combo. But yeah, I think I need to play, like, active characters. Okay, let's get on the pockets POV here. Can he clean this up? Oh, wait, he backs up. This is a pretty close game so far. This might be a good game. You like to play Paradox? Yeah, I used to like to play Paradox, but we have like 2 other. Salton Talon? Well, Salty plays Talon, and he says that Talon is good, but
GGs,
situationally.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, GGs.
If people want to meet at 6, that's a good shout.
Yeah, I'm
and
down.
We can go over
I'm down.
the second or third game, I think, from Hydronation.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah, very, very well played today. A lot of fun. I'll message Goober as well to thank him for trials and yeah,
That's a
the
go.
message I put in the chat. Have a think and let me know, and I'll sort that out too. Yeah, good night. Sleep well. Bye, everybody.
Alright, bye.
Stuff.
Bye.
Yeah. GG.
I'll probably head out here in a second.
Would you bring Falcon back into your competitive rotation? It's probably gonna happen. That's probably gonna, yeah, it's probably gonna come back into my rotation. Yeah, I think it's gonna come back this week. Yo, Deathy, any Haze build recommendations? Yeah, I'd recommend you either try Chrome's. There's 3 builds I think you can try, which is Play With Me, Chrome,
Head out now.
or Zergy. You're gonna head out
See you
too?
guys later. Yeah, I got it. I
Okay,
got
cool.
stuff to do. I gotta
Alright, see
work.
ya.
Sorry.
Alright, man, do your commission so you can pizza party again.
Yeah.
I mean, you just earned $115 divided by 6, but
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make it grand, so I'll be back later.
alright, good luck.
Take it easy.
I turn off the PC again? No, my my internet.
You guys know later.
Alright,
Later. No, yep, I'm in there too. All you, buddy. Good luck.
you're gone too? Okay, GG. Literally, I've been abandoned. It's actually crazy. Okay. Alright, I've been abandoned. It's just you and I, chat. All my other gamers are gone. Let's watch this fire game though. That means I can focus on it. We're with me. No, I love you guys. Is Salty an artist? Yeah, he does 3D stuff. Abandoned. Alright, let's focus on this game. Any characters you guys are particularly interested in seeing this game?
If you need more protection, be bold.
Shiv, pocket. Yeah, we've got a majority of pockets here. Still on a delay? No, I was never on a delay. I didn't stream with a delay at all today, even in tournament games.
You have a good eye.
Pocket, pocket. We've got a lot of pockets here. I'm gonna wait for the YouTube chat 1 second. I'll go in the pocket preemptively. Warden, please. Well, you typed it in all caps, but you're kind of the minority right now. You're student, the pocket. All right, sounds good. And Flair's 3-0 and 5 right now. Kind of a clinical performance. Doesn't have cold front, but that's fine. Oh, ult. No, he didn't use his suitcase. No. No flare, flare, no. Flare, no. No flare. That was actually free escape. That was just mechanical. The play was correct. That was just mechanical. Like, if you just used a suitcase, you would have been good. All good, though. Warden gang here. You guys tell me to get on the pocket POV, and this is the first thing that I witnessed. It's unfortunate. Is Ivy broken or just really good right now? Ivy could be broken. I'm not entirely sure yet. Still need to figure things out. Meta report will come as soon as I figured it out, but I think Ivy is like really, really good at least, if not broken. You got the cold front, true? No deaths until you started watching? Yeah, my bad. Caster curse. Are you trying out for 2 positions or 1 on your team? 1. We're trying out for 1 spot. Thoughts on Wraith this patch? I think Wraith is still good, but she definitely got hurt by the nerfs. She's still good. I think the build is still the same on her pretty much. It's just, I think the skill build maybe changes a little bit, but I'm not sure. She's still quite good, in my opinion. Arcane is broken? On who? It's broken on some heroes. It's not broken on everyone. Some heroes don't really make. What happened to Benji? So, as far as Benji and Zach goes, a lot of people have asked over the weeks or whatever, and I've tried to answer the questions. But basically, it's a mix of a couple things, right? Number one thing is, well, obviously what like caused the end with Benji was the fact that he, well, basically Benji quit the team. That was like the end of it, right? He quit the team because he said that it was like he wasn't having fun, it was too stressful for him, etc., which is fair. But before that, like, I'd be lying if we said that there was like no considerations of, trying out other people or things like that. The thing with Benji is that unfortunately, like, he just he has like a busy schedule at work or whatever, and he just didn't have that much time to play the game, or he didn't have as much time to play the game as other people. Cards or ult first on Wraith? Like, as far as maxing? Or like, Wallach, Scout, and Goober are all really cool guys and very talented. Hard decision. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're very lucky in the sense that there's a lot of talent right now that's kind of available for pickup, and that vibes well with our team. Like, I think all 3 of those players would be good pickups. Like, I wouldn't be upset if we picked up any of them, you know what I mean? So it's a tough choice. Maxing? Honestly, you might max your 3 first on Wraith now. You might go 2 points in cards, 2 points in ult, and then max your 3, but I'm not sure. Oh, this guy maxes TP. I don't really agree with that. But you could. I don't know. This Wraith build's kind of weird a little bit. Lucky Shot Rush seems kind of weird, but who knows? All right, we'll get back on the pocket POV.
I see Mirage.
Lash nerfs was strange. I mean, Lash didn't really get changed at all. The only nerfs they did was to his healing, but that's because they nerfed healing overall, right? So it's not like they nerfed Lash specifically. They just nerfed healing. Lucky Shot is not good on her. You've tried it. I think it's probably fine, but it's already decent on her, but like I feel like it's just not priority. Like I feel like if you're gonna rush a 6200, you might as well rush Shadow Weave, you know what I mean? Like, but then again, if you rush just Shadow Weave here, he has no, like, I don't know. The Silence Glyph change actually kind of hurts her to it being a skill shot, because before you could like Silence Glyph like guaranteed. You could like guaranteed Silence Glyph and then like go for the ult. Now you actually have to aim it, so there's a chance you miss it. Crippling is best for her damage if you want that. Even if the person has 0 resist. Yeah, Benji's still around. And for Zach as well. Zach is kind of like... well, Zach's kind of a similar story. He didn't quit because Zach actually has a lot of time. But I think there was a couple things, especially with Zach's hero pool, where it just like... it was kind of hard to fit in on the team, I guess. Especially with his hero pool. But he's on the grind himself. Like, he's still around in voice chat all the time, and like pretty much like, we're not on bad terms with anyone that was on the team in the past and like that hasn't stuck around, right? Like, we had Loon before, we've had other players, and we're on good terms with everyone. What do you think about Midder? I think it sucks. I mean, it's the way the urn used to be. Let me get on the pocket again. No, okay, didn't get caged. Oh, he's fucked. He's dead. Oh, that was kind of... He should have just went to his cloak way earlier. Oh, he's alive, but just barely. Oh, oh man. What's your opinion on Infernus this patch? I think Infernus is better this patch than he was last patch, just because the games go longer and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you can have negative resist. I know you can, yeah. It still came out ahead of Lucky Shot? Interesting. That's surprising to me. I would think Lucky Shot would be more damage if they don't have resistances. I know you can go to negative resistances, but usually, like, you know, I feel like Lucky Shot is more worth if they have resistance. Sorry, I feel like Crippling is more worth if they have resistances. Crippling does make it minus resistances, yeah. I don't think anyone thinks the middle urn is good. I mean, they just wanted to try. So for those that don't know, I'm going to repeat this one more time. For those that don't know, the way the urn is right now is the way the urn used to be. So the urn actually used to be in the middle like that. This is a pretty solid lead here for the Flares team. They should be able to like turn this into a win, but they might throw a couple fights. You're playing against Black Hole, right? Playing against Black Hole, it's always kind of like you could lose a fight. It could happen. Urn pickups used to be on the bridges, no? Urn pickups? On the bridges? Am I crazy? Or let me think. I don't think so. I mean, the drop-off used to be in the middle. Maybe before that? I don't know. I need to think. But yeah, the urn... this version of the urn was in the game at one point, like 3 or 4 months ago. And that was like the normal urn before they changed it. Sprint boots are extra stamina on pocket. Extra stamina almost always, I would say. Sprint boots aren't really that necessary, especially if you're going Veilwalker. If you're not going Veilwalker, then sprint boots might be a little more mandatory. But with Veilwalker, like, you just move around the map pretty quickly. On the other side of the pillar that it is now. Okay, maybe. What do you think of Lash right now? I think unfortunately Lash right now is like okay, but he's not like that amazing. Problem with Lash is it's really, really hard to like carry his Lash right now. Really hard. Burn used to spawn on the bridge? Okay, I just forgot. Also, Majestic Leap on Pocket, you're still a believer. It's just not as good as it used to be. I mean, it's still fine. You can still use it, but I don't know.
Such arcane mysteries I will show you.
Gun Warden is pretty nuts. Not sure how Ult Warden is. Warden's okay. Warden definitely is worse than he was last patch. Last patch he was really, really strong. He's a little bit less high priority this patch. But he's still pretty good, I think. Ult Warden probably still fine. They're both good probably. Back when power-ups were in golden statues? Oh yeah. No, they're not at the same strength as they are now. Yeah, power-ups and golden statues was a good time. The meta back then was literally okay, so first of all, golden statues and the boxes spawned right at the beginning, so they didn't spawn at 3 minutes, but they spawned right at the beginning of the game. So you would like before the laning stage even started, you would go around and you would break the golden statues to have the buffs in the lane. Lash is very mid right now, but he's so fun to play. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I think I kind of like tend to rank Lash higher than he actually is. So what's funny is that I think a lot of people tend to rank their like main character lower. Tend to rank their main character like lower than they actually are. Because people, I feel like, sandbag their mains, and they're just like, man, my character fucking sucks right now, you know what I mean? Everybody, like saying that. But I actually think I tend to rank Lash higher, because I feel like I always do well on Lash, and since I do well, I'm like, oh, this character must be good. But I think the only reason I'm able to do well on Lash is because I play the character pretty well, and I have a lot of games on him. But, like, I don't think the character's that good right now, to be honest with you. We're the first to say Paradox is broken as fuck? Yeah, Paradox is broken. For sure. It's now a 25k lead. They should be able to close this one out. Petition to make side lanes not share souls. Tired of this soaking nonsense. Yeah, that could be an option. That could be an option. They could force it. I don't know. I don't really like it forcing it though. If you force it that way, I feel like it just like makes the game less interesting, but I get it. How would you balance Paradox? I hope they had a way to see how many buffs have gone from gold statues. Yeah, that'd be big. You've always been a Lash believer. Yeah, I think Lash is. I mean, I don't know. Lash is just like a playmaker. Like if you get a good game on Lash, he can look like broken even if he's not that good. But yeah. As far as balancing Paradox, I honestly don't know. Like it's hard. I mean, like I've suggested something. Like I think the Paradox Wall. Like I feel like if Paradox Wall. Okay, so I know that Paradox Wall is not the broken thing about Paradox, but I think okay. So the broken thing about Paradox is Paradox Swap. I don't think it's possible to like balance Paradox Swap so that it's not broken unless you want to neuter it, right? So it's either going to be broken or useless, I feel, with Paradox ult. So what I would recommend they do is that they neuter other parts of her kit so that she has like a really broken ability, but the rest of her kit isn't as insane. Like they kind of did that with Wall by removing the charges, but like it's still not enough in my opinion. I feel like Wall, I don't know. I feel like Wall is unfun. Do you guys not think Wall is unfun? Like when it just comes to just having a good time, I feel like Paradox Wall is one of the most unfun abilities in the game. You guys agree? I don't know. Like, curious what you guys think. They keep buffing the Carbine? Yeah, for sure. Silence gotta go. Honestly, I mean, I think the Silence is obviously very annoying, but like, you know, you could keep that because at least for the Silence, she needs to max her Wall. You know? But like, I think Wall, the way it is just really unfun to play against at all stages of the game, even before the Silence. Like, the fact that it just blocks your projectiles and bullets and shit and just makes it really hard. Wait, what is this Ivy doing? Okay. And so my recommendation for Wall would be to make Wall a damage reduction rather than a full block. You make it so that if you shoot through the wall, it does like 40% less damage or 50% less damage or whatever, right? Instead of completely blocking, you just make it so it's just damage reduction. What about Modus Arm in terms of unfun? Modus Arm is like such a long cooldown. I don't mind it as much. I don't know. And like you can just debuff remove it, right? There's counterplay. Like you can debuff remove it, you can get debuff reducer. Like Paradox Wall has no counterplay. You have to run around the wall, but she can also run around the wall. Like you can change the damage reduction to make it balance or whatever. Like if 40% isn't enough for Wall to feel impactful, you can make it so it's 60% less damage through a wall. But I just feel like that would be way more fun to play against. Hey, the shiv's popping off. Honestly, playing Shave and not going Ammo Scavenger is actually insane to me. Shooting the wall should lower its duration. Yeah, that's another option. Won't nerf to Paradox. I need to get it to Eternus before they nerf her. Fair. What if Wall at HP? That would be another option. Yeah, they could do that too. So that you don't feel like shooting it is fucking useless. Right now it pauses things. Yeah, it pauses them, but for a specific amount of time. I don't know. I think slowing things could be an idea. Why would he keep Ammo Scav this far into the game? Just because he doesn't need to take the slot with something else? I mean, yeah, the Ammo Scav is good at all stages of the game. Never bad. As long as you maintain the stacks, that's insane value for 500. Think about it. You're getting 24 Spirit for 500 souls. If you can maintain the stacks, it's insane value. Going through the wall also damages by HP %, right? Once she has 2 points. So that's been nerfed. Now you need 2 points on wall. But yes, that's also very strong. Like, getting 24 Spirit on an item that's 500, as long as you maintain, is insane. Give Paradox a bubble that reduces damage. Interesting. Why does melee feel so bad this patch? I don't know. Something about the registration just doesn't work this patch for some reason. I also do not think Wall should slow you down 80% for walking through it. It pretty much makes, like, Paradox feels like a hero that you just cannot 1v1. Like, it just feels like you cannot 1v1 this hero because she just has all the tools in the world. You know what I mean? Like, she can just kite you around with a wall. She has Carbine that does 1,000,000 damage. She has her Pulse Grenade. And then she has Swap, and she can just forcefully swap you into her wall and her Pulse Grenade. And also, and that's completely ignoring the insane amount of utility that she provides your team. I honestly do not know how Paradox went unpicked in a European game in a tournament. I actually don't know like what's happening over there. It's actually insane. You can also infinitely juke Wraithel by going back and forth through the wall. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, that's fair. Well, melee is old. Yeah, something with melee is fucked right now, guys. I don't know exactly what, but something is fucked. Pocket Paradox could be dramatically cooler and more fun with different ults. I do agree that Pocket ult is pretty unfun and uninteractive too. Just tuned in. How did the tournament go? Well, we had our best games ever against Hydra Nation, but we got 3-0'd in the grand finals, so we got second place. We got second place. And here we're just watching the Flickr Esports tournament. I'm watching in game because the stream was kind of like meh. It looks like this is a pretty decisive win. Pocket ult can be removed by Demo Brewer. Yeah, Pocket ult at least has counterplay. I feel like Paradox has very little counterplay. Pocket has Veno ult, which is very annoying. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't love Veno ult either, but it's all good. 90% of the time, my solo lane ends up on stalemate unless someone ganks from their team at 9. What's your advice? Well, it's complicated. I guess if it's in a stalemate, the first advice I would give is, like, improve your laning. Because if your solo lane... If you're the one in the solo lane, then improve your laning, because you can definitely, like, you know, do really well in solo lanes, you know. Watch people like, you know, Leffa or things like that. Obviously, Leffa's a very, very mechanically player, so he might not be the best person to watch for that. But kind of get an idea of how they put a lot of pressure on their heroes, and you might be able to replicate it to an extent. And the second thing would be, if you're in the solo lane and it's a stalemate, then make sure that you gank other lanes instead. Do Leffa. Look, whatever you think of Leffa, you know, we don't need to get into the politics. He's a very good laner. He's definitely one of the best laners in the game, from just a purely mechanical perspective. When I lane against people, I've laned against a lot of people, right? I've laned against Mistalistic, I've laned against Mikhails, I've laned against, you know, a lot of the EU players. I've laned against a lot of the NA players, and I think Leffa is one of the hardest people in the game to lane against. Just, that's it, you know? You'd rather punch yourself than watch Leffa, that's fair. Like I said, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people don't enjoy Leffa, and I completely understand why. I mean, a lot of the time, you know, he's negative, very negative. You know, not necessarily the most pleasant. In Pugs, he tends to be fine. In Face It, he's been fine. Like, every time I've been on his team in Face It, he's been fine, but yeah. Which hero should I pick up if I do really good in lane? You want to pick up, like, lane stompers, if you're doing well in lane. So I would say, like, heroes like Mirage, heroes like Infernus, heroes like Haze right now is very, very strong in lane. Geist, lane dominators, yeah. Hey man, just wanted to pop in and say thank you for your builds and content. It's super fun. Can't wait for the future PoE2 vids. Yeah, PoE2 is going to be awesome. Fucking excited. You got banned? Leffa got banned from Deadlock like 4 times. Or maybe 5 times. I don't even know anymore. Leffa got banned from Deadlock like multiple times. How am I in general in life? I'm good. I'm good, honestly. Like yesterday I had a great date with my wife, you know. We went to a Christmas market, and then we went to like eat some we went to like this little Korean place downtown. And it was really, really good. It was like one of those like super like small family run restaurants, right, where there's only like, you know, maybe 10 tables max, and you can see like the kitchen. It's just like a super small like hole in the wall type of spot. Y'all got games on the 6th? Or you're gonna be playing? I'm gonna be playing PoE2 early access as soon as it comes out. I don't give a fuck if we have games. I don't give a fuck. PoE2 early access, the moment it's out, I'm in. What did Leffa do? Yeah, there's a couple things. So yeah, he was definitely toxic. He also would int games. So sometimes when he just didn't want to play, he would just kind of run it down or leave the game. Looks like this game's over. GG. Player did pretty well. 11-2. Let's go. What'd you get to eat? I had some what's it called? Some torikatsu, which is like a fried chicken cutlet, basically. Over like rice, it's like veggies and shit. So then why I recommend watching Leffa? I mean, I think if you want to learn how to be really good at laning, Leffa's good. Zergi's also a really good, like, you know, Zergi's definitely much more enjoyable to watch than Leffa, and he's also a very, very good player. But you don't need to, like, when I say watch Leffa, you don't need to watch his Twitch. You know, you can watch him in game too. But yeah, I would say that if you guys are looking for like a carry player that streams, Zergy is like, you know, Zergy is definitely one of the players to watch. Wait, the Shiv did 5k damage? Wait, what? That's actually crazy. Does the show rank at the end of the game feature not work? This is a custom game, so it's not going to show ranks. Every time I watch Zergy, I'm like, oh, so I should just have immaculate aim. Fair enough. Yeah, Flare and Benes V kind of carrying this one from a damage perspective. What's the next game? This is the last one?
But for now, Skyline, they've been able to run themselves into the semi-finals. I think
Oh,
we're gonna
semi-finals.
take a look at the other side of the brackets here as well.
Right.
Actually, melee creeps, I think that.
Would you say Warden's the only bully? He can be.
into the
Depends.
Finals. Yeah, they've already played the and
Harming
Basso,
Shiv. Leffa not that toxic anymore. That I mean, I wish for everyone to not be toxic. So yeah. What do you think, Mo and Abrams? Not having a good time on them? I think Mo is stronger, and I think Abrams is very strong. I think it's the best secondary tertiary for Abrams. I would say Mo and Lady Geist. If you guys aren't having a good time or Mo and Abrams, just consider trying out Lady Geist. But I think they're all strong. I think Abrams is stronger than Mo, and I think Lady Geist is probably stronger than Mo too. Mo's probably the third strongest in that.
As you get further and further into the bracket, we have to expect the quality of games is only going to go up. And as we saw there, you know, Skyline and Purpose, it was still the closest match that we've seen all day. So that's always going to be, you know, the case when you're getting further and further onto this. But yeah, I mean, Skyline, I think they have a really good idea of how they want to play the game. They just play fast. You know, they get their advantage. They keep pushing. I mean, MOBAs in general.
Lady Geist, Gunner, sure. Depends. Are you gonna play hardcore in PoE? Definitely not in PoE 2 at the beginning, at least. Like, you want to be able to explore all the things and stuff, right? At least for me. In PoE 2 early access, I want to be able to like explore everything, not just get one shot by mechanics that I've never seen before. Colossus Haze thoughts? Colossus Haze is actually pretty good once you get late game. But there's so many items you want to get before then. What's the best Haze build? I would say you want to look at either Zergy build, Play With Me's build, or Chrome's build in game. Chrome's Rapid Haze, it's called. You think you'll have time to take another pass on the Mirage build? Yeah, I can do that right now while we're waiting for this.
The longer the game life.
Let me just mute this. Yeah, I think the Mirage build. Let me see what did I like from. Okay, so. Is there anything I would change from this build? What am I doing? Okay, so I really like, I've been really liking Hollow Point. I'm gonna put that. Wait, can I not put it in? Please tell me I can edit, dude. Please tell me it's not. Oh my god. Is it one of those fucking dumb bugs? GG. Can't edit the build. Honestly, the build is fine like this. But one thing I would change is I'd probably add K-Dash. Mystic Shot is still really strong, but it's either Mystic Shot or Slowing Bullets, depending on preference, what you like. I'd probably add Combat Barrier and Bullet Lifesteal as well. I don't think I can edit anything, though. Like, let's see if I remove this. Yeah, it doesn't work. Cool. What can you do? Would Spellslinger be any good? No, Spellslinger is a terrible item. Is Tesla good on Haze now? It's good late game. Still debating whether to buy the key for PoE 2. For now, I'll watch other people play. Fair. The servers are going to be dog shit? Yeah, they might be. Is your slime build still good in current patch? Yeah, you can play the slime build for Lash. It's just it's good. It's good. It's just like you're going to struggle a little bit. And the reason you're going to struggle is not because of anything with the slam build, but it's just the slam build falls off really hard. Like, if you hit your timings and you just snowball, you'll do great, but it falls off pretty hard late. That's kind of the biggest issue with the slam build. And the problem is now games go longer, and so it's just like worse. But what I'd recommend is that once you get with the slam build in this meta, I think once you get to late game, you just have to transition into like ult build, and you just like, I think late game you just go like, you just go reach and like cooldown, go reach cooldown like Diviner's Kevlar or whatever, and you just play for your ult for like big ults and team fights. Like the ult is the one thing that Lash has late game that's pretty good, and especially in like lower ranks when people don't buy items to counter it, like you might be able to get some huge ults and win team fights that way. So yeah. What do you think of Lash in the solo lane? I've played a lot of solo lane Lash. I think it's actually totally fine, but okay, so I might kind of have the same opinion as Chasm on this, if you guys have watched Chasm, which is solo lane Lash just doesn't really do anything. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like, you're not really going to be able to, like, a lot of the time you're not going to win the lane unless your opponent makes a mistake, right? But you're very good at punishing people's mistakes. Okay, so if you want to be good at Lash in solo lane, you have to like be good at wall jumping and abusing that, right? Because you have to like set yourself up for like slams. You have to like be good at like doing shit where you go from a certain angle and then you just like get like a wall jump and into a slam like this, and you have to consistently get the most amount of harass with like, you know, with headshot booster and hollow point ward. So you have to be good at hitting your shots, and you have to hit a lot of slams on them, and then you can kill them. But yeah, what are the worst matchups in solo lane with Lash? Pretty much any lane Stomper will just like shit on you, I think. Like if you're playing against like, let's see, if you're playing against like Mirage, it's not good, but it's playable. And any matchup is playable, but I think all the lane Stompers are just not good for you. Like, you know, Haze is gonna be rough, Mirage is gonna be rough. I think like Great Talon can definitely be rough. Like you can't really do that much to him. Abrams, you can't really do much to him either. Like, I don't know, there's pretty much any strong laner, guys, like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a struggle, in fairness. Got any tips for solo laning against Vindicta? I would say just, like, respect her flight. When she's outside of flight, she's pretty weak. So just, like, make sure that you're prioritizing the creeps and pushing the creeps into her, so that she feels like she has to deal with them, and so she's shooting the creeps instead of you. And then, is this next game happening? You ride back. Oh, boy. Alright, we're waiting for the next game right now. Any advice for combating grenaders in lane? Guys, Kelvin, Paradox, Warden. Yeah, so I'd say the advice is slightly different for all of them. So, for example, with Geist Nade is probably the most oppressive out of all of those. But it's also the most, like, counter-playable. So with Geist Nade, you just need to look at the Geist, okay? I see a lot of people trying to dodge the Geist Nade itself, but it's very hard to, like, react dodge it. You need to see the Geist throw the nade. If you can see the Geist throw the nade, then you can roll out and be fine. But if you, yeah, also the advice Shindo gave of going resto shot extra regen monster rounds is fine. You can also do that. If you're playing against a really, really good player and you go those items and it's a bad matchup, you might still get shit on. But most players, especially at lower MMRs, won't be able to like kill you if you just go full regen and you just go extra regen monster rounds, restorative shot, or something like that. You'll probably be able to just sustain the lane and be fine. But yeah, like against Geist, you want to look at the Geist. Against the other naders, it's kind of hard, but a lot of the time they're going to try to nade creeps and nade you at the same time. So just be aware of that and try not to stand on top of your creeps. Not a low MMR player, just Ascendant suffering against Vindictas. I mean, I think like an Ascendant, you'll probably be fine against Vindicta, just respecting her flight. I think that's the biggest thing about Vindicta, is if she doesn't, like, outside of flight, she doesn't have that much lane pressure. She's actually not that strong of a laner until 3k, I would say. So when she gets 3k, then she's like the most oppressive laner in the game. But before her ult, like, she's not that strong of a laner outside of flight. So you just need to, like, if you're in the solo lane or in the dual lane, just make sure you abuse the Veil. Depends what character you're playing, though. I know you play Warden, Mofu Rabbit, so if you're playing Warden, like, as Warden, you just, like, sit in the Veil, and she cannot come fight you in there, and she can't, like, apply any pressure to you in there. She can't do anything to you in the Veil. Yeah, you play the same way against Vindicta as you do against GT. Except GT is a much stronger laner than Vindicta early on, in my opinion, because like his arrows have more pressure than Vindicta. But yeah, his Wraith. Yeah, Wraith's a little bit tougher, but you still do the same thing. Like you can still play in the Veil, and if like the reality is like Vindicta will never come fight you in the Veil. He can't, you know. Especially even if you're Wraith, like if she come fight you, you just card her, she dies. Like. The economy of this game is bad. It doesn't reward player skill at all, sadly. They need to work on it a lot. Okay? You're going to need to back up some statements here. It does not reward player skill at all. In what way does it not reward player skill at all? You can't just come here dropping nukes and, you know, like, in what way do you think it doesn't reward player skill? I think it definitely rewards player skill. Maybe it's not the skill that you're thinking of. It doesn't reward just, like, FPS brawling the entire game. You like going for short stacks and laning with guys? Yeah. Laning phase is not good. In what way? What's not good about it? Do you think the laning phase is too hard to get an advantage? I promise you, if there's a skill disparity in the lane, you will get an advantage. You did games where you literally destroy the enemy player and it doesn't matter at all. Well, that's probably because you threw afterwards, no? If you get an early lead, early leads do matter. But of course, the lane. Of course, it's if you kill the enemy 3 times in lane and then after that you have a lead, but you just stay in your lane the whole time and you don't apply pressure elsewhere on the map, then it's not gonna matter. What do you think is the best secondary, tertiary for Abrams? I thought I answered earlier. My bad. I would say Lady Geist, Mo and Krill. Maybe Warden. Maybe Shiv. Tanky characters. Laning phase is good unless your team is losing lanes. Fair. Soul denying part of laning kind of kills it for me. It heavily depends on how your character M1 works. I mean, they've been nerfing denying every single patch, so denying actually doesn't even matter that much anymore. Denying is only 35% of the value, so you're not going to get a huge lead by getting denied. If you did, my bad. No worries, man. You don't need Shadow Weave to ambush players. Yeah, that's true. But Shadow Weave is way better at ambushing players, like good players especially. You're wanting to pick up Shiv next? Let me see. Are we going anywhere with this cast? No. Any beginner tips? I would say for Shiv, the biggest thing is Shiv's actually not that strong early. Like super early. He's strong once he gets his items online. So depending on the build that you're playing, just understand that early on, you probably don't want to overfight. Because how I see a lot of Shivs like lose games is they overfight super early and then they just fall really far behind. The risk reward in laning phase is not there. You have more than 100 hours and your farming is on point, but the kill lead is not there. Okay. Well, is this your first MOBA? Because obviously, like, you know, I agree that kills don't give that much in lane, but like if you get 2 kills in lane, you're going to be easily up 1,000 souls on them by the end of the laning stage. Maybe 2,000 souls even if you get 2 kills on them. That's a pretty significant lead, is it not? Like they still have a chance to play the game. Like it's not like if they made the laning phase to the point where if you kill someone in the laning phase 2 times, they can't come back into the game, then people with bad matchups or just like bad lanes would like, you know, they just wouldn't be able to play the game. It would be terrible, no? $100 hours is pretty low in Deadlock. That is true. How good would you say Ivy Solo is? I think Ivy Solo is like not very good, but it's like it's fine. Like the reason we played Ivy Solo earlier is because we were like, hey, we're gonna sack Ivy. We were basically like, hey, we're just gonna give Ivy a lane where she's not gonna do great in, but she's just gonna sit back and farm and it's gonna be fine. I don't get why they make denying values less day by day. They want to make the laning stage less snowbally, I think, is the idea. The idea is basically, well, first of all, they wanted the games to be longer. The games were a little bit too short. So if you make the laning stage less snowbally, you have more chances. But also, I think they want to minimize the games where it feels like, you know, oh shit, my entire team got shit on in lane, and therefore I can't play the game. I think they want to minimize that experience. For example, in Dota, that experience is extremely rare, I feel. After this update, games are too long. I agree that they're a little bit too long. It doesn't need to be. I think that the patron thing, the respawn reduction on patron down is a little bit too much. That's one of the things that's a little bit too much, for sure. Yeah, very active today? Hell yeah. My first MOBA, yes. You feel like certain things need to be adjusted. That's fair. If it's your first MOBA, then I completely understand why you think the way you do. But in MOBAs, like, kills are usually not rewarded very heavily early on. And that's just because MOBAs are designated, you know, in a certain way where even if you shit on someone mechanically in the laning stage, they're gonna have a fighting chance on you in the mid game depending on how you play. So I completely understand where you're coming from if you've been an FPS player, but like, yeah, it's just not the way MOBAs work usually. If I'm running Brawler Lash, how do I deal with the aggro Vindicta during laning phase? Just play the Veil. Like, the Vindicta can't do shit to you. Like, you just play the Veil. Just make sure that... Okay, so Vindicta feels most oppressive when when her wave is pushing into you, because then you can't play the Veil and, you know, you have to play, like, near your tower, and she can just fly and just shoot you under tower the whole time. You need to, like, play the Veil, right? So, like, for example, I mean, I'll just go into a bot game real quick or whatever. Wait, what? I need to select... Okay, private bots. I'll show a little bit, but yeah. Vindicta can definitely play a lot higher. I agree with you. They must have a game and come back, but if I win the laning phase, my opponent should try to avoid fights and farm to catch up. Right now isn't worth the risk. Okay, but if you win the laning phase right now, your opponent does have to, like, farm. You know what I mean? Like, they do have to do that. Like, if you win the lane by 2k, your opponent has to avoid fights. And if they don't, and if they're still fighting, then you should be able to snowball them. They have to do exactly what you said. If they lose lane, they have to avoid fights and try to catch up. That's exactly what they have to do in the current meta. So it's probably, you're probably just, like, throwing your lead away by doing something. But if you're playing against Vindicta, pretty much all you do is you'll just play, like, this Veil right here, basically, you know? You'll just play this Veil. If you're in the solo lane, you just kind of play this Veil. And then if you want to be aggro, I mean, you can be aggro at times, right? But you kind of want to just, like, utilize this. This is really good against flying characters. They, like, Vindicta or Great Talon cannot pressure you in here, and you can get last hits. And once you've gotten your last hits on this side, you can, like, go to the other side quickly, get them, and then you kind of just, like, hide and just play around corners like this. And make sure... But one advice I've given to people I coach is play this game, play the laning phase like it's a tactical shooter, right? You don't want to be, like, you don't want to be wide peeking, right? You want to be, like, you want to be pretty tight. You want to be hard to harass, right? In general, you want to be, like, using the geometry. So here I see the creeps are pushing into me, so instantly I'll, like, back up here, right? And then I'll play the corner tight so I can't get harassed. And then I see this creep, but I'm not gonna, like, hard peek for it. I'm just gonna peek quickly, just get it. And a lot of people peek way too much, right? That's one of the biggest things I see. So yeah, just play the game a little bit more like it's a attack shooter in the laning phase, and that'll usually help people a lot, because a lot of people, like, take so much damage in laning stage. It's actually kind of insane. Also, if you guys don't know this laning stage trick, I'm sure you've seen all the streamers do it at this point. But if you use this right here, and then you crouch off, and then you jump, you can actually, like, just make it all the way into the lane, like that, right? So make sure you abuse this on characters like Abrams, Lash, or any character that wants to get on top of them, even Shiv. So, yeah. Did the tournament get canceled? No, wait. What just happened? Refresh. Okay. Oh, we got the draft going. Alright, let me disconnect here. That's really good advice, thank you. Wait, you crouch up? Yeah, you have to use crouch to keep the momentum. You always do the zip crouch dash on Warden for free ult behind them? Yeah, that's fair. How do you pressure people that play behind the tower? I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard. Depending on your character. Some characters you can't. Some characters you can dive them. So I would say learn if your character is able to dive or whatever. You really see Geist as a secondary to Abrams. You've been playing Warden, Abrams, and Shiv, but if you see Geist as almost a tank, I might try her. Yeah, Geist is like a kind of a frontliner. Like in a draft, doesn't like replace Abrams, but she fills like a kind of a similar void. But yes. If you're a Contenders Overwatch player, the biggest problems in your game are probably that you don't know where to be on the map. Because your mechanics are probably good enough to win lane against the people at the MMR that you're at, so you probably just win lane based on mechanics, and then you're most likely, like, not sure where to be on the map, or, like, depending on the characters you play, you probably just need to, like, itemize better, play for your own game. Is Shiv still good in high MMR? Yeah, Shiv's very good right now, I think. He was picked in every single game against Hydra, that we played with Hydra Nation today. Whether they played him or we played him, he was like very high prio. Melee Shiv? Yeah, Melee Shiv's good. Melee Shiv's good. Melee Shiv might be the best Shiv build right now. But Melee doesn't work is the problem. Is Shiv Gun even meta? No. Melee Shiv is more meta. But you get in too much fight, you should avoid. Yeah. It's a very common symptom. A lot of Overwatch players that I've seen. I mean, I have an Overwatch player, you know, Salty. I mean, we have 2 Overwatch players. We have Boink, who also played in Overwatch League, and we have Salty, who played Contenders. And I mean, Boink and Salty also have like some other backgrounds, but very common. It's very, very common for Overwatch players to get into way too many fights. Carpet Shiv is the best alt account build. Fair. I see pros getting aggro too early and too often before checking items and getting killed for the trolls. I mean, yeah, I've done that many times. It's a mistake I've done many times, and I'm still need to make sure I don't do that. So if you dive someone, make sure you check their items beforehand. What game are you coming from? My main game before this was Dota. But before Dota, I played Overwatch as well. I played Overwatch. I was, I was top 100 multiple seasons. I think I peaked at number 50 something on the leaderboards. 4558 SR in season 5 Overwatch 1. And then before Overwatch, I played TF2 competitively too, where I played in the highest division. If you're doing melee build, you dashed and heavy melee. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, you can also. I like building Fleetfoot in my build, so I have some melee cancel. What Dota rank? I was Immortal. I peaked at 6.5 KMMR, and I played offlane. A lot of offlane heroes. When did you stop playing Overwatch? A long time ago. I stopped like season 5 of Overwatch 1 or season 6 of Overwatch 1. I don't remember you from Overwatch. Did you play as Deathy? Yeah, I did, but I wasn't like very known or anything. I didn't. I mean, I streamed a little bit here and there. I was on a team that was like, you know. I was on a team that was like, we were like kind of like tier 2 at one point. We were pretty good, but yeah, I played early. Fleetfoot melee tech for Geist ults. Yeah, it's yeah, with Geist too, if you melee charge, fucking Fleetfoot heavy melee cancel and like ult them, it's pretty good. All right, I think we've got the game going very soon.
Or is it just because do you think that the team
I was born to be a gamer, I guess so. Rascal is casting? Yeah.
I think Geist is just generically powerful.
No, TF2 was my original competitive game. I didn't forget.
The idea of being able to shred tanks, like get Malice stacks, you have the health swap. You are very good at getting these heroes lower and lower on health. Like if you think about Poke, right? Like Aegis Aurora has,
I didn't forget.
They have Shiv, they have Haze, they have, you know, Kudzu on the Ivy. They have all these spells that there's going to be able
Where's
to
your McGinnis skin? Okay, my bad.
install, right? That is
You think Wraith is a bit nerfed this patch? Yeah, she's a bit nerfed, but she's still very good, I think. What's the tech? Heavy melee cancel? It's, if you've never seen it, I'll show it. I'll show it on Geist, you know. But it's basically where you buy melee charge, and then you buy Fleetfoot, and then you heavy melee, and then you use Fleetfoot to cancel the heavy melee, and you maintain the momentum. So like you can do it. So like you can do it to like get and like gap close for your ult, like this. Boom. Imagine if this game was the sequel of TF2 without the MOBA part. I mean, I like the MOBA part personally, but yeah, I mean, obviously a sequel to TF2 would be nice, I guess. You have an open Dota buff profile? Yeah, dude. You guys want to see my you guys want to see my open Dota? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
draft-wise, I'm looking forward
Boom.
to it. I think, you know, hopefully.
Time to popularize a melee guys build. Harry already did that. I played melee guys on stream like a month ago or something. It's actually not bad. The thing about melee guys, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, and then the grand finals going to be even. I mean, the grand finals are going to be a best of 3, so we're going to see, you know, if that is going to be again, teams will be able to battle it out. Whoever gets through.
Your Dota background is a big part of the reason I watch. Too many other streamers calling them champs and turrets. Yeah, come on, it's towers. Everybody knows that. It's the towers. It's the ancients. And it's the heroes.
It goes to all 3 games. That's something that you see in Dota. The first game's kind of feeling each other out. The second game, the counter picks, the counter bans.
Creeps, true.
It's a little bit harder in Deadlock because you only.
Angel Walker riding with Shiv.
But then if it goes to all 3,
You guys daggers boost our melee damage? They do. That's why it's actually pretty good.
One team has a great game. The other team has a great game because they've kind of learned from the first game, and then the third game it is the closest overall. So we'll see how long.
Like melee guys actually not bad because she has damage gem from her 3, and so you can actually get like melees to do a shit ton of damage. And like she likes playing close up because she has her ult and stuff.
Who's the sacrificial lamb?
Okay, I think I'm gonna watch. Wait, Piggy's on the. Wait, is this on NA servers? Yeah, this is. Piggy's on this team. Interesting. All right.
Hayes this time not taking a
Let me
single
watch
shot,
in
going
game.
through into the mid lane onto Lady Geist with Pocket and Dynamo. It looks like
289
side you're facing up against her.
77143, I think. I'm gonna watch in game just because I don't know, the quality on stream is just not good. Is it just me? Like it's like 30 FPS. Like, do you decide solo lane characters by mobility? Not necessarily, no. Thank you for asking the question. I struggle on what to buy late game because it's conditional. What do you think on which character? 6.5k MMR is pretty high MMR. True. I'm not like 6.5k right now. I'm like 6k. I haven't played in 6 months though. But I'm like 6k in Dota, yeah. Flash. Yeah, I mean it is conditional, but I would say that depending on what, like, if you need damage, reverb is really good, or like crippling. It depends. I usually go gunlash, right? I think if you're doing the brawling build, late game, just go like crippling headshot or like frenzy or shit like that. Oh, this is actually a good team. I think that Piggy's team should be favorites. I mean, I don't know how bad their ping is, but I don't know the other players on Piggy's team. I'm assuming that they're like pretty high ranked EU players if Piggy's playing with them. But Saf is also a very high ranked player too. So I think they should be by far the favorites in this. You know if Core Battery has a new Geist build for this patch? I haven't seen him play Geist at all. Free Malk was Eternus 3 last time. That's on DMS, yeah. Yeah, I know that Saf's really good. Well, we'll see how he builds Shiv. Why is everyone looking down? I don't know. The team bag, I think this is just a for fun team. Do people ever do a heavy melee canceled center build for Pocket? No, because Pocket's kind of too squishy for for melee builds. That's the biggest issue with Pocket. He's just squishy. I feel like Saf just kind of like disrespecting his lane opponent right now. It's kind of fucked up. I'm actually surprised melee Shiv is a thing, really? Shiv has everything that you want for like a melee build. The only thing Shiv is missing is like a setup for a guaranteed melee. But other than that, he has everything you want in a melee character. He has damage amp. He wants to play close quarters. He has a gap close. I'm gonna save my eyes on the Shiv here. He's also tanky. Yeah, he's tanky. That's true. And the melee items make him tankier. Especially with the new melee item, Spirit Snatch. Out of the turn again, unfortunately, we lost 3-0 to Hydra Nation. Close range execute. Yep, that's true. Shiv just wants to play in that range that's like close, right? So it just makes like melee on him makes sense. Isn't like that the most important thing about the melee build? Not really, because light melees are a thing. If you could only heavy melee, I would agree with you, but you don't need to just heavy melee. You can light melee. And light melees are still good, and light melees still proc your melee items for the most part, right? Like melee charge doesn't get procced with light melee, but Spirit Snatch still procs, and I'm pretty sure Life Strike still procs too. Yeah. So you can proc Life Strike and Spirit Snatch with just light melees, and light melees you cannot react to them. You have to predict. Watch Poshipop's last official to check their in-game comms. Notices some things that are letting down the TF2 boomers. What do you mean? Does light melee lower DPS? Yeah, it is. But like, it still procs your items and then you can still shotgun them, you know what I mean? Who's the best NA player? I don't think there's like a single player that stands above like every other player. There are players that are the best at their characters, you know? Like you could probably say like Ido's probably the best Pocket in NA, for example. But I don't think you could say like this player is the best North American player, because there's roles, there's characters, like, yeah. The problem with light melee is that you can get parried by people who are trying to parry your heavy melee. What do you mean? If people are just spam parrying, then if people are just parrying out of fear, you just walk up to them and wait for them to parry. Like if they're just fear parrying, then you just don't melee. You just walk up to them and just like, it is a mind game at the end of the day, right? You have to condition your opponents. Specifically the way you guys chase kills. I mean, yeah, we're working on it. We're aware of that. What do you mean by, how could you get that from watching his last quote-unquote official, though? Like, was he watching us? Or like, I mean, he was playing against us. I don't even remember the last time we played an official match against him. I don't even remember. Thoughts on Shiv after all these changes? Tried Headhunter. Melee Shiv feels the best in terms of snowball. I think Melee Shiv is also the best build right now. I think Gun Shiv is fine. I think all versions of Shiv are viable right now, honestly. I think Melee Shiv is probably the one. He was watching? Oh, what was he watching? Which game was he watching? Oh, just the way their team does comes, yeah. I mean, obviously we have things to work on, but if you're talking about that team, I'm pretty sure we've never lost to that team either.
I see someone appreciates fine craftsmanship.
Oh yeah, let me change my camera. Whoops. Looks like a pretty even game so far, honestly. I kind of expected Piggy's team to be up more, but am I bad or are Melee's very inconsistent dispatch? Yeah, they have very, very inconsistent dispatch. It's not you. Do you think kills early game should be worth more souls? No, I think actually they're fine. Initially, I kind of thought that they should be, but now I'm kind of on the side that they're fine. Is this an old build? No, this is today. This is being played live right now. Yeah, but we definitely played really bad. If you're talking about the scrim that we played against them, Green Hat Man, because we played a scrim against that team the other day. That was like one of the worst scrims we've ever played. I was just like, I personally on an individual level was like playing really bad. Like that scrim, like after that night we talked and we were like, yeah, that was just like, we just played like shit. I mean, we still won every map, but like honestly, like those games should not have been as close as they were. But yeah, I mean, obviously we have a lot of things to work on, but I think our decision making is okay in general. I think in terms of comms, we definitely need to clear things, but we're clearing that up for sure. Yeah. You notice you don't shoot the orbs the Walker gives. Those orbs get distributed to your whole team. I know. I'll shoot them if I can. A lot of the time after getting a Walker, you're just like, fuck, let's get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Because that guy just parried the puddle punch. Referring to the series against Hydra Nation? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, we talked about those issues right after the game. If you were there after game 3, we talked about it. You know what tank guys build on top of your end? I don't know. Usually for guys builds, Listic tends to be a pretty good source to look at. He plays a decent amount of guys. Notice sometimes in Mirage you don't use your 3 to confirm kills. Usually I'll use my 3 if I think it kills them. If I think it kills them, but sometimes you might not want to pop your 3 because let's say you're shooting someone and you have 3 stacks on someone else and you know you're going to kill that person anyway, you might not want to pop your 3 just to keep stacking them on other people. Why do you get level 3 ult before level 2 slice? I don't. Oh wait, do I on my build? I need to update that. I don't do that anymore. Ever since that was my old build, but I can't update the build right now, it's bugged. Yo, thanks for the 2 months, Jormayan. Staying hard, hell yeah. Yeah, we always do a full analysis, but we don't. So we do VOD reviews, we just don't do them right after the match. The reason we don't do them right after the match is because after the match, people might be tired, they might be still emotional from the loss, like they might not be in, you know. So we always do it like the day after. We look at it for sure. Yeah, we always do VOD reviews too. Oh. The Shiv's kind of getting caught here. Oh, he's actually kind of in trouble. I think he's good though. Found out why you can't use a Prime Sub. Turns out your Prime student with your Uni account lets you have exactly 1 Prime Sub ever. God damn, that's unfortunate. Ooh, right there, that's unfortunate. You guys know that the souls that get you guys know the souls, if they don't get denied, they go to your team anyway, right? Just making sure that we're on the same page here. Because you guys know that the souls, like, if they don't deny them, they go to your entire team anyway, right? Like a lot of the time I don't shoot them because there's nobody to deny them, so you don't need to shoot them. Making sure we're talking about the same thing here. He went against the staff guy. He's so aggressive. It is actually annoying. Skill order on melee shiv. I usually go 1 point knife for the lane. Although sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go straight 2 points slice and dice, and then I max ult. So 2 points slice and dice, max ult. They do deny. I feel like that's not an issue. I feel like every time that I can secure it, I do. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure there's clips of me not doing it. For walkers, it's always very risky, or not always, but yeah. For guardians, I'm pretty sure I almost always do it. I mean, guardians is like it's like 100 souls. Oh, this fight looks really good. Oh, as Shiv, this is like a feels good moment. This is very bad for the enemy team here. I will say, in terms of like the good macro here, the Maginnis is split pushing here, so might be able to get this Walker. Although the Haze can come, and I'm pretty sure Haze, if Haze is a decent build, he can solo kill. Wait, what is this Haze build? Wait. Mystic Shot slowing bullets. Okay, this is new. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Enchanter's Barrier. Interesting build, interesting build. This is like Spirit Haze. Okay, I can see it. Something I've noticed in your games, when depositing the Erd, if you crouch against the wall, most of the souls instantly auto-confirm. Yet I never see you. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. If that's a thing, I didn't even know. Interesting.
Headed to yellow.
The Guardians, it's like almost no souls. It's actually very, very low. It's pretty inconsequential at the end of the day. Oh, this is ballsy. This is an interesting play, no? I feel like that's a little bit of a throw. And they're bringing the squad with Health Nova here. I guess with Healing Nova and stuff, it's fine. The Maginnis has no help. She's on the weak side. But okay, so I guess the Maginnis actually kind of tried to defend it, but they brought 4 people. But they've been able to they got a kill on the other side of the map on the Warden. But it's like not worth it all because they're not going to be able to get a Walker. Okay, so this is something that you should never do in this current patch right here. I feel like getting this Walker is so fucking hard. Like, maybe they're going to get it. Okay, they're actually going to get it. I didn't think they'd be able to get it because if you bring literally anyone, like, they can delay long enough. And they can take the fight. But it looks like the enemy team just didn't react and they instead are trading Walkers. Which I feel like since they're the team ahead, they don't really want to just trade Walkers. But I guess it's fine. And here this Shiv should be... Oh. He's going back in. He's going back. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. No. Yeah, I mean... The Wraith has no farm. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh wait, Black Hole? Huge. Okay, they got 2 kills. This game is a lot closer than I thought. Yeah.
Let's push blue.
The new Walker Assumption gives enemy resist, yeah. Fighting at enemy middle Walker is a really easy way to throw this patch, 100%. Like, it worked for them this time, but I would advise you guys to be very careful and very conscious of the fights that you take at enemy middle Walkers, because middle Walkers in general are way tankier, and like they're just really hard to fight at right now. So you need to have you need to be pretty sure that either A, they're not going to be able to come fight you, or B, that like the fight is going to be good for you, so you just have like way more people or you're stronger. Do you have a upgraded dash before ult? Did he? Oh yeah, he did. I think both are valid, honestly. You could upgrade dash too. Really depends on your playstyle. He's not playing melee Shiv, which is another thing. I think on melee Shiv, like, since you're playing a little bit more of a tank Shiv, just you're playing a little bit more for the killing blow reset. But on his build, he's not like, he's going for gun Shiv, which is also fine. Dash upgrade was great when Shiv was the best jungler in the game. Yeah, but I don't think anybody really just rushes dash straight up anymore. Maybe though. I guess you could probably still do it. But the slower pace of the game, you could maybe just like jungle. Shiv is still quite a good jungle, to be honest. Like, Shiv is What kind of casting do you use for items in alt cast? I use instant cast for most things, not all things. Some things I use confirm cast if I want to see like the AoE. So some grenade skills, for example, I might use confirm cast. Item cast, I use instant cast for everything. The good old days, yeah, true. The good old days of just like maxing dash first on Shiv and just farming the ancients, farming the tier 3s. Don't know. Yeah, I don't like the Urn this weekend. Which Shiv build is the best dispatch? We're still figuring it out. I think melee Shiv is really strong. So I would say melee Shiv, but I know a lot of people hate on melee Shiv in general, so people might not agree. We'll see. I think gun Shiv's good. I think honestly all Shiv builds are good. Like you can build for dash, you can build for like escalating exposure. The longer game times definitely like help Shiv a little bit because in my opinion he takes some time to get online. He's not like online as fast as some other characters. The fact that you can take just a little bit more time to get online and having an execute that's percent based is always going to be better later, or like scales really well. You ever rush leech early on Shiv? Not on my build, but like I've seen other people do it. I have to experiment more with it. This looks like a really, really bad fight. The fuck was that? Yeah, this is disastrous. I mean, the fight execution is just much better from the European team here. Oh, he's dead. He's actually dead. Wait, he might not be dead, actually. Oh, he is dead. RIP. Is dash shift not a thing anymore without the melee part? No, it is. You can also play that. That's probably also good, too. Is Pocket still number 1? Pocket's very, very strong. How do you set instant cast? You go to your options. Oh, like settings, and then you go... Where do you go? Keybinds, I think. And then in keybinds, you go... Like, change quick cast mode for all hero abilities, and you can select the option. Feels like if he just dashes on him, he kills him, no? I think he was out of dash range. He was out of dash range. Do you think Deadlock is kind of dying? I personally don't think so. I understand why some people might say that about like the player count or whatever. I'm not too worried about the future of Deadlock personally. I think the game has a bright future ahead of it. We'll see though. I'm obviously biased because Deadlock is how I earn my income. So maybe I'm just overly optimistic. I don't know. Wait, so if it's instant cast, what's your self cast option? Double tap? Melee builds are artificially bad because of the hit rate. Yeah, right now that is true. Dude. The Ivy is just like fucking pocketing him. This is actually insanely strong. The Ivy pocket on this, look at this. I need to get Boink to do this. I need to get Boink to do this, bro. Boom. Dead. Okay, at this point, this is disrespectful a little bit, no? Oh. Okay, this is just BM? This is just BM, no? This is BM? Is this Skyline GG winning? No. This is Piggy's team winning. I don't know if this is Piggy's new team or this is just a for fun team. I think it's a for fun team because Saf is on DMS, is he not? Do you think Paradox is OP at all levels of play? No. I think Paradox is bad if you're like in like lower elos, low Mars, because she's very reliant on hitting her carbine in her swap, and if you're bad Saf is subbing, I see. Interesting. Having Trout and other big streamers overinflated the numbers for a bit, yeah, for sure. Paradox is god awful at low elo, yeah. Exactly, but she's like, her design is OP, so if you're good, like, she's OP. Yeah, this game looks pretty over. This is the thing, right? So sometimes this happens. This also happens with Hydra Nation. Is like this team is like just playing the fights really well, right? And even though their lead isn't overwhelming, I mean they have a 15k lead. It's not like super overwhelming. They're just playing the fights like way better, and like because they're playing the fights way better, they're just like winning in 20 minutes, right? GG. Me and Bennis were a sub? Oh, I see. You guys are subbing. Okay. I was wondering if this was your new team or whatever. Alright, well, GG. It's best of one, or right? I'm guessing it's best of one.
Just happened so flawlessly. So like the first thing was they got double bridge buff on Aegis Aurora, right? They had their Shiv with the health rune, they took the fight for the urn. And then after the fact, they immediately get a good follow-up fight into a mid-boss.
I mean, not gonna lie, without Bennis and you, like, they would have gotten rolled. No?
Theoretically, Skyline maybe let a few extra people get picked
Maybe
off
not.
that they probably shouldn't have, because as soon as you start staggering...
Who do you think the best, most consistent hero is across all rank? I think a hero that's good at all ranks is Abrams. I think Abrams, it doesn't matter how bad you are, I feel like the hero's just good. I feel like you can be like a bad player, but like Abrams is still gonna be good. Alright, well, I think we're waiting for we're gonna be waiting for the grand finals, right? We'll watch it in-game. Feel like that a bit with 7. Yeah, that's probably true. What does it mean if I'm dog at Abrams? It means nothing. You can be bad at Abrams. I'm not saying people can't be bad at Abrams. I'm just saying Abrams is like good regardless of skill level. Is that an artifact of it being a shooter? Them playing fights well, so well is impactful? Yeah, definitely. Since the shooter mechanics do matter quite a bit in this game, and so like well, it's the shooter, but also like the like hero shooter mechanics, right? So it's like using your abilities well, like positioning well, like all of that combined with just like aiming and executing well. I want to like Abrams. I hate melee. I mean, you don't really need to melee, but it is good. Oh, it's Zax in this game? I would say that heroes that do better with uncoordinated play are better in Lilo. That's true. Counter's Vera is an interesting one. Going deep as fuck. He wants the skill. He doesn't give a fuck. Oh my god, he's won. That is so unlucky. Dead. He's actually so dead. Oh, he's alive. Oh my god, the jukes. Oh shit. Wait, the TP? He's out. Oh my god, what a hero. Oh no! And then he gets sucked off the zipline. That's rough, dude. That's rough, actually. That's so sad. I feel like Deadlock is kind of hard to watch for new players compared to like Overwatch. Really? I mean, I think Deadlock is hard to watch, but I don't think it's harder to watch than Overwatch. I think Overwatch was like a fucking impossible to watch if you had no idea what was happening. No. Emotional damage, Drew. I kind of thought like, I mean, I played Overwatch and I thought Overwatch was like a terrible spectator esports. I think if you had no idea, like, I feel like Deadlock is like kind of slower paced, right? Overwatch there's like always like a lot of movement, a lot of shit. This game is like kind of slower paced. So I feel like it's a better viewer experience. I actually think the viewer experience in this game is not that bad. I think right now the reason the viewer experience is not great in this game is two things. Number one is like there's not great controls for the camera guy in game, right? The controls for the camera guy are pretty bare and they're not great. And number two is I think camera people don't really know where to look either yet, right? They're still fundamentally learning the game. Overwatch is, yeah, like to understand Overwatch, you needed to like have played a good amount. What's up, Autumn Wind? Overwatch is impossible to watch. That's fair, yeah. Saved by Walker Resistance. What is this? Oh wait, here we go. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. A solo kill right there. Boom. Only one of Hichiro per match makes this game way more watchable. That's fair, yeah. They need to above you broadly for the third-person coverage of a big team fight. But I feel like third-person coverage right now is kind of like not that clear either. I feel like the clarity of third-person coverage is just like, I don't know, it's not that good. I do kind of agree though, but I'm not sure. Rip Young Calc, my goat. True. R.I.P. Wait, did he die? Let's take a look at his build. Let's just like regular Shiv, I guess. It's like not really gun Shiv. This is just like hybrid, I guess. This is like more of a dash Shiv, maybe. Is he gonna max dash? And Calc's got no chill, dude. He's fucking on the hunt. He's not letting this guy escape. Bro's on the fucking hunt right now. Boom. Does the camera system have free camera? Yeah, it does. The controls on it are kind of weird. Okay, Young Calc here gets slept. Looking kind of down. Following him in free cam. This is some god tier. We got some Tors emotes in the chat for this incredible camera work. Young Calc moving to the other lane as we follow him. Anyway, we watch the fight from above. The Amber team is sieging the Walker. I mean, I don't know. Is this better than watching people third person? I guess kinda. You see what's happening? The Moan Curl goes on the Paradox. Huge black hole! They get 2. This is unbelievable. Young Calc goes down. The Paradox in between. The Owl coming in. They're chasing into the shop. Let's get onto the Dynamo's camp. What would your thoughts be on a 7th player in a comp who just spectates players so they can call shots and coordinate a team? Obviously, like, this wouldn't be allowed. If the moment that there's Valve events or like official events, this wouldn't be allowed. So I don't even think there's a point in discussing it, right? Play-by-play caster god, true. Dude, you guys don't know this, but I casted some TF2 games and shit back in the day. I used to be a little bit of a caster for some games. Overwatch is super easy to watch, really? I mean, okay, I don't know about Overwatch 2, but Overwatch 1, 6v6 felt impossible to watch. If you moved it less, at least, yeah, that's fair. Sorry, Colin. I feel like Hayes is going to approach 55% win rate when the build gets ironed out. I think the build's already pretty ironed out, but yeah. Overwatch is just as bad, if not worse. Interesting. Falling team fights in-game is really hard compared to even Dota. Yeah, for sure. What do you think about Apex Legends? Good game, I think. I played it for a little bit. I had fun. I don't really love Battle Royales, though. Ooh, goodbye, Dynamo. Wait, Dynamo? Wait, Dynamo lives? Oh my god. What a go. Oh my god, he's out. Holy shit. Bonnie V, the goat. The Dynamo gut melee is incredible. Sure. Apex might have the worst spectator experience. I don't know. The tournament's still not back, by the way. The moment that we get the grand finals, I'll let you guys know. I'm waiting myself. Really disagree with that. 6v6 was a lot of farming ults to break a choke. 5v5 focuses a lot more on positioning than 6v6. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, Overwatch 2 I paid 0 attention to. In Dota, the only thing you can see without knowing abilities is this health bar is going down. Yeah, Dota, obviously, games like Deadlock or Dota or MOBAs in general, you need to know, like, okay, I've always said the best spectator esports in the world is Counter-Strike. I'm curious if you guys disagree, but the reason I think Counter-Strike is the best spectator esports in the world is that, much like a game like soccer, everyone can understand Counter-Strike, right? I can show my mom Counter-Strike and like she can understand what's happening fundamentally, right? There's guns, there's grenades, all of these things exist in real life, so you don't need to have any knowledge of video games. And there are the terrorists that are trying to plant a bomb, and there's the counter-terrorists that are trying to defend it. Fundamentally, it's extremely simple. Fighting games too, but fighting games have a lot of like mechanics that are inherent to them, right? I think all of Counter-Strike's mechanics, I mean, you don't need to understand Counter-Strike's mechanics to appreciate it. I feel like with fighting games, you need to have a basic understanding of like the fighting game mechanics to understand. Rocket League as well, I could see. Rocket League is quite simple and everybody can understand it. So I do agree. Yes, or Quake? I think Quake has too many things like armors and shit that just like make the game. Oh my god! The black hole again. And they go down. And they've been eliminated. Boom, boom, boom. Young Calc. Dude, this Dynamo's hard carrying Sapphire. Is that an Arcane Surge? He doesn't even have Arcane Surge. You know what's funny is that someone in Twitch chat typed disgusting black hole, okay? And Twitch highlighted that comment asking me if I wanted to highlight it, if I wanted to allow it, because it had the words disgusting and black next to each other. And so Twitch was like, is this comment really okay? Ban that chatter. Ban them. True. Gonna lose partner to that? I hope not. Or you banned them? I didn't. Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Nightbot still bans people for spamming symbols. Arcane Surge, but yeah, Dynamo doesn't have Arcane Surge. He just has improved reach. Imagine if he gets Arcane Surge. Could be insane. He doesn't even need Arcane Surge. That's really low-key the problem with MOBAs is they rely players on being in the know. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, any game that has... Okay, so any game can be a good esports if it has a big enough player base, right? If the player base is good enough, then any game can be an esports, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if your game's hard to understand if people play it. But yeah. Obviously, Counter-Strike has a big advantage. People don't really need to play your game to understand it. Yeah, Arcane Surge is a new item. It's this item right here. I'll let you read it. Your next dash jump does not cost. It's basically an upgrade to kinetic dash. And then the next time you kinetic dash, your next ability has these stats. So it has plus 20 ability range, 20% ability duration, and 20 spare power. So you basically get 20% ability range and 20% ability duration on Black Hole if you K-dash before it. It's kind of insane. Why don't people like Calc? What do you mean? I never said anything bad about Calc. Did anyone say anything bad about Calc? I will say I like the fact that Calc has a lot of passion, you know? Like, I feel like Calc wants what's best for Deadlock at the end of the day. Yo, Zealous VTuber, thank you for the raid, appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Calc is fun, I enjoyed his interview with you and ZP. Yeah, that was fun. What player count do you think this game would need to reach to be big? I mean, I think if we just like, I think if this game just gets back to the player count that it had, like, you know, right when the NDA lifted, like if this game was able to like maintain 150 to 200,000 concurrent players, like that would be enough to have like a very healthy competitive scene behind it. Obviously, if you want it to be like Dota levels of big, then you would need, you know, maybe like, you know, 700,000-800,000 concurrent players at least, right? When 1.0 comes out, I'll get back a lot of it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people that played the game, I think, like, since the general feedback for the game was so positive, I'm pretty sure it's just a lot of people are just like, yeah, I'll come back when they iron things out more, or when the arts are more final or whatever. Like, I think a lot of people are gonna, like, come back. I'm not really worried about it. Deadlock is a lot harder for people's computers compared to Dota. Yeah, that's just because the game's not optimized yet. It has gone better, though. Dota 2 had that many concurrent at one point? Yeah. I don't know how many it's at right now. What's Dota 2 concurrent numbers at right now? Oh, wait. The finals draft is... let me see. Dota 2. They're drafting for the finals right now. I'll tune on. Yeah, so Dota 2's 24-hour peak is 764,000, so it's still there. You know? Dota 2's all-time peak is 1.3 million concurrent, so if you wanted to get to, like, Dota levels of big, then it would have to be that. Alright, so you've got Spirit Abuser versus Aegis Aura. So a Spirit Abuser, I think that's the I think that's the team that we played the other day. Is Poshipop playing on that team, I wonder? I guess we'll see. Calc was just a super toxic Fortnite player back in the day. Was caught saying some crazy stuff. What did he say? I mean, I guess it might be things you can't repeat on stream.
And I suppose you could say that like Paradox is okay at poking in her own right, but we normally know her for her wall placement and.
Please not Gunshiv again. We'll see.
Yeah, and the Vindictor's going to come out here, so yeah, I mean, you're talking about poke. That's probably one of the better heroes to do it as well. But I wonder if
I kind of love Aegis Aura's draft. I think they have a lot of good tools. I don't really like the Spirit Abuser draft as much. I think Dynamo is a nice thing to round it out. I think as far as frontline, they struggle a little bit. They have a clear way to initiate fights with Paradox, which is good. But Lash, I feel, is not as strong right now. And I feel like Infernus is pretty good if the game goes late, but I guess we'll see. A lot of it depends on how the fights will play out and stuff. I would say if I had to pick a draft, I would favor Aegis Aura. I think they got a lot of like heroes that are just going to be really good in fights and playing the map, but we'll see. Oh, sorry, this is not the tournament that we're watching. Sorry. Watch the stream matches his draft, so I think he's in this match. Alright, I guess we'll see. He is behind by 5 minutes. Oh my god, 5-minute delay.
Effectively the carries, the punishing heroes and how they want to try and play around this. But overall, I think again a solid draft from both sides. Whether it is going to be because
Calc seems all right now, just a passionate man. I mean, I can say that Calc has not said anything crazy or has not been particularly toxic or anything like that. In Deadlock, at least, from all of my interactions with him, he's been just a passionate person, which is fine.
That's a good problem to have, going into a series and be like, man, I really think this team is going to win. It's not always the most exciting storyline, right? But if you come in, you're like, I don't know, it could be anybody. That's the kind of thing you definitely want in a game. So yeah, going back to the Vindicta a little bit, I believe that their ID is almost exclusively going to be play to support. Given, I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but like, if Piggy's playing it, probably support. Maybe they have some other, second string that
from the lobby. Piggy's on the Vindicta. Unless there's going to be.
I can't really say it. I'm sure he's reforming. He's really young when he said that stuff. I hope so. I mean, he hasn't said anything, so.
Because I believe his most notable for his support play. So we could be seeing.
Did we lose draft? I think you guys lost draft in my opinion, but you got Dynamo. I'm sorry, the EU teams hate Dynamo for some reason. They're kind of smoking crack. Not really in game. I don't know if I can say that on stream. But I think
more of like a bullet damage type build.
I don't know. Good luck. You guys got this.
Again, it's the utility advantage for
Yo, Lazy09, thanks for the 5 gifted. What did Calc do? I don't know what he did. You guys got this. Cheering for you guys. Go slay them. I think it's played on any servers, right? So you guys should have the advantage. We'll see. Inhaling substances. What are the biggest buggy issues of this patch? There was like invisible walls somewhere. I don't know if they fixed that. I hope so. And there's also like melee is pretty annoying, I would say.
Okay, well, I think everybody apart from one person, Draskell, is ready inside the lobby. Spectators maybe.
I keep forgetting, dude. In what universe should a spectator have to hit the ready button?
I don't know, man. But it's.
What's my Twitch profile picture? That's me when I had long hair drawn by a friend like years ago. Your content is great. I enjoy it a lot. Thank you, Lazy. I appreciate it.
That's okay.
Thanks for the support. Is melee bugged? Yeah, it is.
Every so often if you need to. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, we're gonna to get ourselves into this one.
Bro, I saw young Calc at the grocery store. You're so Star Trek yesterday. Sitting sure he's too jacked to grab your pen. Alright, I'm gonna watch in game just because, like I said, the quality is not great. Let me just.
Hopefully, it's just a game crash. Hopefully, it's just a quick reconnecting.
289 79775. Okay.
Tell me that's not. I mean, look at that map. You've had a lot of experience. I've seen it on your stream. Some experience with this. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is you load into the game, you instantly crash, which is what happened to the guy.
Boom. Gonna be watching all your streams on my coming deployment. I wish I could play Deadlock. That's fair. Deployment, like as in military? If so, thank you for your service. My content sucks. Man. That's really mean. Why would you say that? I'm just kidding. Stay hard. Could imagine if I took it that personally. Deathy has really gone downhill since he stopped playing Warden. Yeah, my bad. Oh, Looks like we're remaking. Oh boy. Fuck. Washi Dynamo, let's see how this goes. Yeah, last time he played Dynamo against us did not go well. Did not go well. But we'll see. Dynamo's kind of insane. Dynamo's kind of insane. Military, thanks man. Yeah, no worries. Stay safe out there. Gun build is good low and more. Gun build for what? Ivy? Yeah, I don't think gun build Ivy is like, it's good, but it takes a lot to like get online. Pashi, solo some? Yeah, we love Pashi. I hope you become one of the faces of Deadlock when this game gets huge. I hope so too. We'll see.
Knocking on wood. Hopefully, we are good to go. Yeah.
He's already concerned about the Ivy versus Dynamo situation, which I think is pretty good. I mean, Ivy is definitely a good counter to Dynamo, but it's not like not that bad. Okay, wait, here we go. Is it the same match ID? No. Why are we? Do we have another pause? 79966.
Alright, so let's see it first off how the lanes are going to shape up here from both sides, because I honestly am favoring, you know, Aegis Aurora in terms of what lanes they actually have. But we'll see. Okay, so it's going to be Geist versus Shiv. Obviously, you know, Geist favored. At least I would assume so. And then the other 1v1 is the Infernus versus the Warden, which, I mean, that one...
When is Salty going to become the Talon Vindicto man he was born to be, so you have to play Abrams on the squad? I mean, he already plays Talon, but Talon's just, like, not as good. I don't know. I have too many heroes that I need to play for me to play Abrams, I think. I think if we get another Abrams player, it should be Tankman, probably. Like, I don't think I need to pick up more heroes, necessarily. I can already play a decent amount of heroes, in my opinion. I mean, I can pick up more, but it's like, that's not the thing that's going to help our draft the most. Alright, who do we want to watch? What makes you think Aegis comp is favored? I just like their draft better. I just think that they have a lot of like really high impact heroes. Like, for example, Vindicta is extremely strong. Mirage can play the map really well. Like, they have a super high mobility lineup, right? Like, with Ivy and Vindicta and Mirage, like, you just have a lot of heroes that can move around the map like very quickly. And even Warden, you know, with his second ability. I just think that, and Wraith with her TP, like, you have a ton of mobility on their team. And I really like drafts that have a lot of mobility. On top of that, I think in team fights, it's just like, I feel like it's just their team fights are just a little bit easier to play. Like, this side's team fight requires on big ults, basically, right? Relies on big ults. This side's team fight, I think they can be a lot more brawly. If the game goes late enough and they get good like lash ults or good black holes or whatever, it's totally fine. But yeah. Just the finals, how'd it go? Unfortunately, we lost 0-3, but we had some good games. We had some good games, I think. If we were to officially pick a 6, no, we haven't, but we'll probably do that this week, I think. Did you play Mirage based on character strength or because you like Mirage? It's a mix of both. I usually play characters based on their strength, but also I need to like them. If I don't like a character, I won't play it, you know? Like Wraith, I played because of strength, but I also liked playing Wraith. Yeah, I don't know why Pashi has such a big delay. That's kind of insane, no? All good. Is Biggie running Vindicta support? I think so. Vindicta support's actually pretty legit, I think. It might not be full support, we'll see, but... Who's the guy laning against? It kind of feels like she's hard losing the lane, though. I think she's just getting hard denied, probably. Probably just getting hard denied because of ping, though. Would Team Hydra be team... Would Team Hydra versus Team McKills be even? I mean, it's impossible to say because we'll never see them play on even ping, right? Yeah, he's just getting every single soul denied because of ping. Estimate how long before the top level tournament team gets more matchup based versus skill gap? I don't know. A couple months maybe? I think in EU we're already kind of there a little bit. In NA there's just not enough teams. It's kind of the real thing.
Good luck not getting shot.
Watching the guys versus Shiv, I mean, you know, funnily enough, the Shiv is not even that far ahead, even though he got like 1 million denies. he going melee Shiv? Oh yeah. They've got a nice lead here. Look, Saya's kind of owning 2-0. This lane's owning, you know. Any Hero Live characters you excited for live? Yeah, Magician. Yeah, the Goo's kind of owning right now. This lane is going terribly. It's a Wazaster. Get it? Because his name is Wazaster and it's a disaster. All good. Locket's second item is Gigabase. Wait, who went Locket? Oh yeah. Honestly, it's not bad even against Shiv because like he's gonna be spamming daggers at you. You can start stacking. There should be a lot of damage for the Shiv here. I feel like Saf was making no effort whatsoever to dodge the shots there. It was kind of weird movement though. Like he wasn't crouching, he wasn't like strafing any way. Do you think the average player should restrict their pool? I mean, it really depends what your goal is with the game. I think if you want to be the best player possible, you should probably restrict your pool, yes. Because if you want to be the best player ever... Oh wait, he perfectly baited. Oh, that was actually kind of genius. Oh, okay. If the Paradox wasn't there, I think he was actually going to kill the Shiv. That was actually like the perfect bait. He like baits the ult, Lockets. That was actually really well played. If the Paradox wasn't there, I actually think there's a way that he kills him. You like the consistent nerfs to minion Delisle? I'm neutral about it.
You can't hide forever. My beauty is eternal.
Yeah, the Shiv's not even like that far ahead, so it's actually fine for the guys. And the lanes are like the net worth's pretty even. It seems that there's some lanes that are going really well. Like for example, this Viscous might be an issue, but Piggy's also 3-0, so Piggy isn't with McKill's team anymore. No, they let him go.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
Yeah. That may have been why he ate the bullets. Honestly, it's possible. Worth playing a hero, each hero a few times just to get a hang of it. Yeah, that's true. Certified badge holder, let's go. Thanks for the 2 months, AB hashtag. Much appreciated. Who takes Spell Slinger headshots as a core item? No one. That item is kind of dog shit in my opinion. It doesn't give enough spirit. They need to buff. They might need to buff it. It's really good once you get to the late game. Once you have like 150 spirit, because it gives you percent spirit. But at max stacks right now, it gives you 36% spirit, which is really kind of inconsequential. For like, let's say you have 80 spirit, right? If you have 80 spirit, it'll give you 20 something spirit for like a 4K item. Kind of inconsequential. Piggy versus Paradox. Oh wait, he's hiding in the neutral creeps. Kind of genius. Oh my god, 500 damage. This character is not okay, I think. No? Character needs to be looked at, no? Like 500 damage? 36% spirit when you have 300 spirit though is disgusting. Yeah, but when are you getting to 300 spirit? Like fucking... I'm out of slots and don't want a social shredder item? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's kind of dog shit, I think. Probably needs a slight buff. Oh my god. He got swapped. Wait, you might actually die here. He's dead. And Brayden lives. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Brayden dies, but he's dead too. Wait, here we go. The grounded lash ult, but the Ivy uses her stone form. Dynamo ulted somewhere. I missed it. Looks like they got a kill off of it, though. Watch, he's 0 and 3 on the Dynamo. This is pretty even, though. They're going for the tower here. They're going for the tower. On this side, though, the guys did end up getting the tower. So this is mostly just going to be a tower trade, roughly. And here we have the guys in the Mirage getting another tower. So the guys in the Mirage are going to get 2 towers out of this. Giving a very, very slight lead. However, like, Mirage... sorry. Guys does die. Not a huge deal. Vindicta feels a bit like Lina from Dota. You get ult and suddenly kaboom, except her ult has charges. If it was one ult, it'd be one thing, but her ult has charges. She has 3 charges. Is Hydration better than the top EU teams or is still unknown? We'll never know until there's a LAN. The honest answer is we'll never know until there's a LAN because it'll never be a 100% fair matchup. Because ping does play a significant role in this game. This Warden's not having a game right now.
Little bit of advice. Don't get caught.
Sorry. How many hours should I try different characters before choosing? There's not really an objective answer to that. It's whatever you feel is good. Alright, cool. Choose with the gank. This Warden's dead again. Guy's 0-4 now. Not ideal. Oh, good. It kind of feels like this Piggy team has like some weaker players, you know? It kind of feels like Freemok and Irez, even when they were winning, like weren't having a good game, though. I'm guessing this is a for fun team, but I'm not sure. This game will be nuts on LAN? Yeah. Game is still pretty even. 3k difference. 10 minutes coming up. We're going to have the buffs very soon. Let's see how the fights for the buffs go. Is Lady Geist already positioned for one? So Lady Geist positioned for one, but it looks like the enemy team is going to be stacking on the other. Let's see if they contest at all. We're going to go from a top perspective here. The Ivy looks, sees that they're not going to contest. They're contesting on the guy's side, though. Bit of a fight here. The Wraith ult chasing the Shiv. Very deep. Viscous ulting on top of them. Oh, Shiv gets a kill. This is overall very bad for the Sapphire team. It's very bad for the Sapphire team. Although, Ivy is like kind of just in there now. Ivy just kind of in there. Oh my god, it goes to the high ground, doesn't give a fuck. Flies. Oh my god, the swap from Geist. They're actually doing huge. This is actually insane. This is crazy. This is unreal. How did Grit and Glory go? We had a pretty good game against Hydra Nation. We almost beat Hydra Nation game 1, honestly. We were so close. So that was the best game we've ever had against Hydra Nation. But then game 2 and 3, we didn't do very well. Or we did okay, but yeah. We lost 0-3. Wraith at 5k? Yeah, that's not ideal. That's what I mean. They have some weaker players, you know? Like, Warden is also 0-5. Like, what's going on? What are we doing here? I think this team is all pretty evenly matched. Like, I don't think... but this team, we've scrimmed this team before. They're pretty good. I would say right now they're probably like... right now they're probably number 4 team in NA. I guess. I think right now the top 3 NA teams is fairly clear, I would say. I would say top 3 NA teams is Hydra Nation. And then it's us and Young Calc's team, pretty much. Those are the top 3. And I think these guys are probably the 4th best NA team right now. As far as we know from scrims and everything, at least. And like all of them, I'd say are pretty good individually. Like they don't have like any like super clear like weak links or anything like that. Game 1 was so close. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Yeah, they are even on souls though. Yeah. Did YouTube chat get removed from on screen? Unfortunately, it doesn't work right now because my stream crashed earlier and ever since it's been bugged. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, for today, it's not going to get shown on screen. Sorry about that, YouTube chat, but I still answer you guys. Wait, why is my Discord being dumb as fuck? Oops. Sorry about that. Warden ulted. This Warden is desperate for this tower. I feel like this Warden has been in this exact lane for like literally 12 minutes. I feel like he hasn't left this lane once. And now he just ulted the tower. He's been desperate for it. Vindicta does kind of fall off a little bit, I will say. Her ult at least kind of falls off. It doesn't fall off that much. Looks like Piggy's not going anything support at least this time. He's just going straight up for a normal Vindicta build. Looks like they just might not have a support this game. Inferno should be dead here, surely, right? Yeah. He wasted ult too, that's kind of a big deal. Probably don't want to ult there. So it looks like we're having a bit of a Walker trade here. Wait, actually, yeah. So both teams got a Walker. Both teams got one of the side walkers. Still very even from a macro perspective. 19 kills to 14 kills. AP's pretty even. Like, this is a even game by all means. You buy beam late? Yeah. They gutted Warden's lifesteal from non-heroes on his ult. That was such a stray. Nah, I think Warden honestly needed that. Warden was insanely strong, I think. Hey, Deathy, why do people spam heavy melee on mid-boss to do more DPS? Yeah, melees do twice the damage to mid-boss for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. So yeah, it does a lot of damage. Who should we watch? Who's going to be interesting? Should we watch Saf? On the guys here.
History is I will show you.
Shiv? You can watch Shiv too. Let's see. He's going melee Shiv, it looks like. This is pretty much exactly my build, I think. I think I go exactly these items. I don't go restorative shot, but it's lane dependent. I think pretty much exactly these items. I don't always go decay either, but decay is very good, obviously. What do you think of McGinnis right now? I think she's like... She's pretty good, but I don't know how to feel about her. At first I thought her turrets were broken. I just haven't seen enough McGinnis to know for sure. Would you want to see a ridiculous Abrams charge bug go to 2 people? Sure, but I can't see it right now because I'm focusing on this game. But if you're still around after the game, you can post it. I'll look at it. Boom. Okay, guys defending. Lash ult. Hey, let me get on the lash cam. You got one. Vindicto's dead. Biggie's dead. Uh-oh. They're down 2 here. Warden ults defensively though. Wait, the Warden ult, even though the Warden has no money, it's still pretty good. Big damage, huge, actually kind of huge damage now. Wait, black hold. Oh no, he black hold nothing. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Let's see what Saf's up to. Saf might be able to clean this up, low key. This is actually kind of a clean up moment, no? This is an anime moment. Still chilling Stalker until the end. Fair. This could be an anime moment, potentially. Boom! And we might have Saf says, oh, there we go, clean up. And they get mid off this, I think. Yeah, they don't have Infernus ults. I mean, they have Infernus ult, but I think they can still get it. That's a Heartbreaker. The 0-man black hole is kind of rough. I mean, that was just fight execution, I think, like, unironically. I also think they stuck around for a little bit too long, but hard. It's hard. They see me Geisting, yeah. Geist is starting to become a problem. 18k Geist, it's going to be a bit of an issue. The good news is Infernus is pretty good against Geist, but it's just like, this Geist is pretty tanky, 30% spirit resist, you know? She gets 30% spirit resist just from spirit armor and locket. She also has, do they show melee resist? She has some melee resist from this, and what else gives her melee resist? I forget. Locket gives melee resist now, so she got 40% melee resist.
We live in interesting times, don't we?
Balance is brutal this early, yeah. You don't like the removal of ranked, but it is necessary for the numbers. Fair enough, fair enough. Since they merged ranked and normals, you've been getting some angry teammates. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. What would you consider early, mid, and late game? I'd say early game is like laning stage, usually. Usually, instead of early game, I'll usually call it laning stage. Laning stage is like pretty clearly defined as 8 minutes. Because after 8 minutes, soul sharing behaviors change. So 8 minutes is a pretty clear cut. I would say mid game is probably from... Now it's changed a little bit. I'd say mid game is probably from 8 to 25 minutes, and then 25 plus minutes is probably starting to be late game. Yeah, at this point now it's a pretty comfortable 10k lead, and they have rejuve too, so if they play the map well here, and all of their waves are good, so at this point here, I kind of like the fact that they're pressuring the walker from multiple directions, right? They're not going like the traditional way to pressure the walker, they're like taking over the roof on the left. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to go into a more of a open world view here. We're gonna observe the fight from above. Wait, big lash ult. He got 2 into the wall. That's actually huge. Into the black hole. Should be 3 kills. Huge. 3 kills. Okay, Wraith AoE ults everyone for some reason, but then it's just gonna instantly die. Yeah, Wraith's dead. Okay. That was a really good fight for them. Now the problem is they used all of their big ultimates, so they used Lash Ult. Well, they didn't use all, but they used Goo Ball, Lash Ult, and Black Hole. And now they're fighting against a Rejuve team. So if I'm Sapphire, I'm like, all right, you know, our waves are still good. Let's look for something else. Like we lost Rejuve, but they don't have Black Hole. They don't have Lash Ult. Like, you know. Do you recommend a solid Haze build? I would say you can try Chrome's Haze build. You can just reach Chrome in game. He has 2. You can try Zergy, or you can try Play With Me. Those are the best ones. Next caster, True. Pressuring from 3 different sides, so smart. I need to do that. Yeah.
The rejuvenator has expired.
Okay, so they got to play. Rejuve is expired. They got to kill here. It looks like they're trying to pressure the Walker again. So the Mirage is going from front. Saf once again is going to go from this angle, or is he not even going to go? Where are they going right now? Are they going for the buffs? Is that what's happening? I kind of don't understand because I feel like they're being very aggressive. Maybe the Ivy is just flying around. I guess the Ivy is not that aggressive. I guess they're just resetting, going for the buffs. Maybe they'll go for the urn. We go to Saf here. He's going to pick up the urn, I'm guessing. Boom. Picks it up. Yeah, Chrome's build is good. Have you heard a single person that liked the new urn spot? No. I have not. I think it's pretty unanimous. The urn run is way too quick. Yeah, I agree. Really hate the new changes. I hope they revert it. I mean, literally, guys, it's only for 2 days. They are guaranteed reverting it. It's just they're seeing what people thought, and clearly it's negative, so I doubt they're going to keep it. I like that the urn is worth less. I mean, I'm fine with the urn being worth less, to be honest. I'm fine with the urn being worth less, but I feel like it's just right now, it's like, especially in like not organized play, it's so gimmicky because like there's so many characters that can literally run it like instantly. You know what I mean? Like, you get a fucking Haze, or you get like a Kelvin, or you get like a Mo and Krill, or like or anyone that can just like run it instantly. So not organized play in like pubs, it's just like, oh, GG. Like they get their urn instantly, and there's like no mind games, there's nothing around it. I mean, I didn't really love the previous urn, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like I think this one is worse. I kind of just hate urn as a mechanic. Yeah, I think urn is a very divisive topic. I don't know. Which upgrade do you get first on Paradox, Silence Wall, or Paradox Swap Rage? It really depends on the game. For example, this Paradox here, well, he has both maxed. I think most people will max the Silence before the Swap Range. The urn should spawn mid. If you fight and win, you bring it to your base. So you like give up the like map control to bring it. I don't know, maybe. You're over max bomb kind of guy, fair. You wonder what the idea was with the change? I don't know. They just wanted to try it. I mean, the urn used to be like that. I think urn spawns way too often. You think every 5 minutes is too often? Really? Wait, they're down 2 already in this fight. This is a really, really bad fight for Sapphire here. Oh, Saf is dead as fuck. He's got Colossus. He can live for a while, but no chance he can live this, right? Surely. Oh, maybe he can. He's kind of out. Actually, he was kind of doing big damage. No. What's the Lash build here? Healing Nova Lash, why not? Item's insane. Colossus, guys. Colossus is good on guys. You like her and you like more objectives like that? I think having more objectives tends to be good, but yeah. Really big breast, true. Big breast guys moment. Give each team 1 urn and have the other team steal it by bringing it back to their base. Like, fucking, what are we playing? Like, capture the flag now? Like, what's going on? Are we just playing CTF? Like, are we playing Quake? Tank Clash. Yep. It's Tank Clash. He's probably playing for the ult mostly. Interesting, actually, no. Like, this last build is kind of weird to me. Like, he's doing really well, but I feel like he's going to fall off right now. They force rejuve. I'm going to get on the Lash POV to see if he can get an ult. They're just going to give it, I think. Damn. Alright. Free rejuve. The U team was quick and decisive. They decided, hey, they're not ready. They don't have black hole. Let's go. And they just got it. Would you know if having more spirit resist on guys lowers the self damage? I believe it does, yes. This fight could be... it's kind of unclear from Piggy's perspective who's winning this fight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch Saf because he's kind of the raid boss. Oh, boom. Wait, I feel like he can clean up anime moment once again. Saf has a lot of anime moments this game. And the Walker. I mean, see, you guys wanted to, earlier a lot of people were saying like, yeah, Hydra Nation's macro is so good. To me, this is what, like, this is how you can tell when a team's macro is just better. Is like, these guys are just down, like, on kills, like, in general. Like, it feels like they're losing a lot of fights, and yet they're still winning the game. You know what I mean? To me, this is when you can clearly tell that a team's macro is just better than the other team. Right? Like, they're just playing the map better. It's like they're down on kills and they're still winning the game. They're going for the right plays at the right time. Wraith was done a ton of money, but they put good pressure on the towers. Yeah, like this Wraith and this Warden had like a terrible early game. I don't know if you look, they're ahead. Better team synergy? To an extent. I don't even know if it's that because they're losing fights a lot. I don't even know if they have better team synergy. I mean, to be honest, I think they've gotten very, very low value from the black holes so far this game. Like, I don't remember. They got one black hole, and the one good black hole that they did was off a Lash ult. Which is like, you know, I don't know. Sometimes you just get dicked on in lane. It does happen, yeah. It does happen. Talking about the blue team? Yeah. I know, but I'm saying the blue team lost a lot of fights this game. Like, I don't know if the blue team has better team synergy, necessarily. They might. Wait, Wraith in, ulting, getting swapped. Wraith just getting absolutely demolished. Knocked down. Let me watch the fight from above so we can see what's happening. They're all flying in. They get a kill. Once again, they weren't able to get a black hole. Unfortunate. I mean, this is just like, their defense felt like it got really overwhelmed very quickly there. They weren't able to get any of their ults off, right? Like, Lash wasn't able to get an ult. They weren't able to get a black hole. They didn't get a Goo Ball ult. GG's prob? No, they got one more fight. They got one more fight. One more fight here. They're back in. It's really hard to end now. Where's their damage? Their damage should be Infernus. I mean, Infernus has a decent amount of damage. And Shiv also does a decent amount of damage, but not working out too well. Dynamo has Arcane Surge. True. It's time for the big black holes. Maybe skill issue in fights? No, I don't think it's a skill issue. I mean, I think this team is like, you know, I think this team is like pretty decent at playing fights, but so they're winning the fights. Like, they have good execution in the fights. I think this team, maybe we've seen like they have some weaker mechanical players, or ping is an issue for them. That could be that too. Could be ping. 15 meters black holes. Yeah, what's the range on this? I mean, the default range is 11 meters. So yeah, you're going to get an extra 2 meters on that. So it's actually going to be like 13 meters. It's pretty fucking big. I'm surprised he only has like 2 orange items. I feel like that's surprising. I feel like you at least go like 2 value 500s, but maybe not. I mean, here at this point, it's kind of hard because the Sapphire team has full map control. Pretty much the only way that you can win the game is you get a big black hole, I think. Divine Barrier too? Yeah, Divine Barrier and Mystic Reach. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but the range gets updated by those items, right? This is the updated range. So base range was 9 meters with the +2, but now it's 11 meters. Okay, huge kill. Huge kill. They played off the Paradox swap. They got a kill. Now Sapphire team has to kind of like play on the backbone, but it's going to be really hard for Amber to do anything based off of this pick, right? Because even though they got the pick, they still have full map control. Like all the waves are good except this middle wave. And so Sapphire team, like Amber team has to like deal with the waves. Big black holes, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I understand now. Big singularities. Refresher is 260-second cooldown? Yeah, it is. Solo impact? What do you mean? All you need is you get 2 ults. It's still very high impact.
Headed this way. Mid-boss has arrived.
Alright, I'm gonna watch the Poshy pop because we need to see some big black holes here. We need to see some huge ultimates. Okay, so they grabbed their urn. They're just going back to base. They're chilling. They're down 20k. It's not ideal. What does Saf have? This guy's actual raid boss now, no? Like, I feel like I would expect him to have more items given his net worth, but I guess I'm just like underestimating how expensive some. Oh wait, okay, the UI just wasn't. The UI was just bugged. I was like, I feel like I expected him to have way more. Okay, so he has Frenzy, Leech, a healing booster, debuff reducer. Good luck killing this guy. Good luck killing this guy. Good luck. This guy is a raid boss. Oh, raid. Oh, no. Was the black hole on literally no one again? And now he gets a solo black hole on the... No. No. That's so unfortunate. Oh, no. Okay, big lash ult, though. Big lash ult. I just don't think it's winnable anymore. It's actually GG. That's so unfortunate. And you have to black hole guys, otherwise you lose the fight, I think, no? It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, man. Not a big deal. They lose the game. Is this a best of 3? I hope so. It's the finals, right? Surely it's a best of 3. You know what's funny is that Poshy is streaming with delay, but the mainstream has 0 delay, guys. The mainstream has 0 delay. 0 delay. And they're watching the game in real time. If you want to stream snipe, you can just watch the mainstream. Wait, let me check the scoreboard. Yeah, this fucking guy's raid boss mode. Fucking love North America.
Yeah, and again,
Who's this drug addict? What do you mean?
As the game
Talking about?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm kind
What's crazy is that guy was losing the Shiv in lane. Yeah, not by much though.
As the games carry on, we're seeing close.
How do they have 0 delay? Because they're in the lobby. They're in the custom lobby. They're not spectating him in game. So the way these games happen is they create a custom lobby and they go in the spectator slot in the custom lobby. So there's 0 delay. Yeah. I'm spectating in game is 1 minute delay, by the way. So I'm spectating in game, so I have a delay of 1 minute.
We'll be back with the second game coming up right after this.
Be right back. Yeah, no worries, man. I got you, Goblin God. Great username. Absolutely. We're vibing out. Let me just do this. All right. All right. Cool cheese winsies. Yeah. They need to lock the fuck in. All right. Here's my analysis. Okay. All right. So first of all, this hero is kind of useless, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like super useless, but it's just like with this build, it's useless. I think. No, this hero does no damage. Or what's his damage breakdown? Yeah, like he's doing no damage, I think. If you want to, I don't know. I don't think this Lash build is like you're super tanky, but you do nothing. You're just an ult bot. If you're gonna go super tanky, I guess the reason he built super tanky is because he feels maybe they don't have a front line, but they have Shiv, who's pretty tanky. But I guess in the draft they did kind of like not draft the front line. Like instead of Lash, having like an Abrams would be so much better. No. Yeah, not going Headhunter on Lash is a little weird too, even with this build. It's all good. A little bit of a strange build. I think that they should pick the Viscous again. The Viscous had a decent performance. Not sure about the build. The build feels a little weird. But, you know, I like the idea. Paradox obviously had a lot of good swaps and a lot of good impact, so I think it was good. Infernus didn't feel like it did much this game, but that could just be a performance issue. But yeah. I think I like the Shiv. But Shiv is one of those heroes where if your team's not doing well, it feels hard to have impact sometimes. And the Dynamo, I think Dynamo is a pretty decent pick, but like the performance on the Dynamo just wasn't there. If it was Boink on the Dynamo, they would have won. If it was Boink on the Dynamo, they would have won. Alkfire Monster Rounds means that he can actually kill Walker split pushing. Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. Depends on the playstyle. Have you seen the Dome expansion build on Kelvin? Are you talking about you go Arcane Surge and you're with like reach items and your Dome is just like fucking huge? And it's kind of like a domain expansion from Jujutsu Kaisen? Alright. Here's, I personally think, I'm not sure if Geist, the hero itself, was the issue. I think Saf, the player, is the issue. So I don't really know if you should ban Geist here, you know what I mean? Or you pick Geist yourself. I think this draft was kind of like hard to play compared to this draft, even though they were ahead for a decent period of time. And I don't know. I think if I'm them, I'm thinking, okay, like maybe our Dynamo performance hasn't been good. I feel like Poshipop's Dynamo is not really practiced, and so I would prefer having Poshi on one of his heroes that he's comfortable on, as opposed to having him on the Dynamo, even though Dynamo is quite a good hero. I think comfort picks tend to be better. So if I'm them in the second game, I'm like, all right, let's go comfort picks. I've also never seen Spirit Abuser on Lash, I think, or very rarely, right? So I feel like the comfort picks, they had some of them. I've seen, you know, Average Joe, I've seen him on Shiv and stuff. Cool Cheese obviously plays a lot of Paradox. Brayden plays a lot of Infernus. Saya, I haven't seen him play a ton of Goo. I think second game, I'm like, all right, you know, clearly we're able to win in the deathmatch fights against these guys, right? Like we had a decent early game. We were winning the laning stage. Let's focus on having like a bit of an easier comp to play that's not reliant on huge ults, and let's brawl them mid. Let's brawl them more. You know what I mean? Yeah, Saya was owning, but Saya is at 8-4 right now, and he had like 5 kills in the laning stage. Did he not? Like at 10 minutes, he had 6 kills. So he only got 2 kills the rest of the game. You know what I mean? I think they have ping advantage. They're playing against Europeans, so they have ping advantage. And on top of that, I think that from purely a deathmatch perspective, they have their chances. They have the mechanics for it. So I'd like to see them draft something a little bit more brawly. Like, get a Mirage in there if you can. Get some other heroes. You know, keep the Shiv. I like the Shiv. Maybe keep the Viscous. Maybe the Lash could be good, but I just don't like this build. Lash could be okay, but I think ideally, like, if you can get a Pocket, I don't know if they have a Pocket player, though. Pocket could be really good against this team. Stealing the Warden could also be really good. It really depends on their hero pools. I don't know their hero pools that well. Is it EU versus NA? Yeah, I do believe so, yeah. But it's played on NA servers, I'm pretty sure, because it was an NA tournament, I think. Warden would be a good pick. We'll see what they pick. But I just think in general, like, their team comp was super reliant on big ults, and it felt like they weren't able to, like, have tempo. Yamato was banned? No, I don't think Yamato was banned. Maybe it was, though. Yamato is not really super high prior right now. Nobody's really picking Yamato. Can you share the Abrams with? Yeah, share it. It'll delete your message, but I'll look at it. Can't believe they're running the mainstream with 0 delay. Yeah, that is kind of psycho, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what they draft. We're waiting right now on the draft. We're waiting on it. Boom. We changed the thing. Your cat has informed me that their issue is they did not feed him. Fuck. How could they forget? Okay, so it looks like the EU team banned Pocket, so that's fair. Any team is banning Paradox. Okay, so they're afraid of the Paradox first pick. I actually don't think EU Paradox first picks. Oh no, they let him have Haze. Although I don't know if that team has a good Haze player. Like, it kind of felt, if their Wraith player is their Haze player, it kind of felt like their Wraith player was one of their weaker players, no? Damn crazy though. Did you beat Hydration? Unfortunately, we did not. We had some close games, but we lost 0-3. They're still significantly better than us. We got our work cut out for ourselves, but we're gonna stay hard, improve, train. You know, looked good at first. Yeah, our first game was really close. We could have won our first game. We could have won that game 100%. Could have won it. Okay, so first team gets Haze. Let's run some RuneScape music. No. Let's run some RuneScape music. That was kind of loud. Sorry about that. Alright, so they pick Viscous. I think this is a good pick. Honestly, Haze is kind of hard to answer to. I think here at this point in the draft, I would pick Mirage if I were them. If you can get your hands on Mirage this early, I think it's good, and I think you should pick it. And I know Poshy plays a lot of Mirage, and I think it'd be like good to get him on a hero he's more comfortable on. I think it'd be a really good Poshy pick, but I don't know what role Poshy's supposed to fit on this team. You listen to Kendrick's new album? Not yet. Haven't had time to. I will though. You're playing RuneScape right now? Let's go. We're vibing. Okay, so they go Kelvin Viscous, which is the double support approach, which is you go Kelvin, but I think it's good. I think it's very good. Kelvin Viscous is a good second phase, but at the same time here, you give up Mirage Warden, which is like, once again, you're playing around big ults and you don't have tempo, you know? I think they're making the same draft mistake, no? Like, I think they're just going for like I don't know. These are like counterplay heroes. I feel like you're not setting the pace of the game if you go Viscous Kelvin first 2 picks in the draft. He's going from Puck Suicide to first pick is amazing to see. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but we first picked Haze against Hydra Nation too. I think Haze is broken, honestly. Vibin. Is this a 1-2-2-2-2-1 pick strat? No, this is a 1. So it's 1-2-2 and then 1-1-1-1-1. That's the grind mindset. Prepare for esports in the future. We're rooting for you. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. What can they do to Paradox to not make her a pig ban on Organized? I mean, I think her swap is impossible to balance. Swap is always going to be insane. So I think what you can do is like nerf the rest of her kit so she has like one really OP ability, but the rest of her kit isn't insanely impressive. Right now, I think just all of her kit is too good. So. You think she's broken mainly because of the charges dodging her smoke? No, I actually don't even think. I mean, it's probably a skill issue. I think that's probably pretty good with her smoke, but like, it's everything else about her that's broken. Honestly, the 6 meters sprint per second, the 6 meters per second at level 1 on the smoke bomb, like you put 1 point in smoke bomb and you get 6 meters sprint per second extra, is insane. Like, that's insane. That is just not okay. She's so active around the map. She can go everywhere on the map. Rework swap, I guess you could. You can make Paradox slower when she swaps, maybe a debuff. Yeah. It could be a thing where like Paradox swaps is like kind of a suicide. Give Wraith Infernus. Interesting. It feels kind of like they're drafting like this is last patch, no? Like, why so low prio in the Ivy too? Like, Ivy's insane. Like, I feel like they're prioing kind of the wrong heroes in my opinion, though. Maybe not. Completely ignoring Vindicta as well. Like, maybe they don't have a Vindicta player. That's fine. I don't know. Insane gank potential 3 minutes into the game. Yeah. Yeah. I I think that honestly it kind of needs to be hotfixed. Like Haze would still be totally playable. It's just right now, like, it's just insane. What if debuff reducer made swap faster? Swap is already quite fast, I would say. I think they feel so strong. Yeah, but I think it's very strong. Left team seems so squishy, really? I don't think they are. Mirage is not that squishy. Warden is tanky. Warden has insane health gain, by the way. If you guys didn't know, Warden has like some of the highest health gain in the game. He's actually very tanky. Like, he has 45 base health gain per boon, which is some of the highest. Like, if you compare him to a character like Abrams, for example, who most people will consider tanky. Look at Abrams, right? I don't know why my lighting's fucked. Abrams has 34 health gain per boon. Warden has 45. How about that? Why are my characters just like white? What's happening? Right team? I don't think right team is squishy either. Like, they have Shiv, Kelvin, Viscous, Mo, and Krill. Like, they kind of have a lot of Thanos characters that are kind of unkillable. Warden also has a built-in tanky ability. Yeah, he has the shields and he has the insane lifesteal from his ult. Like, Warden will always be like a tanky character. Your lighting got fucked up too. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I like the Mo pick. Yeah, the Mo pick's pretty okay here, I think. I think the Mo matchups in lane are pretty bad, though, this game. I think if Mo lanes against Abrams or Haze, it's kind of rough, but it's fine. Bro's game is Disney-fied. Oh, here's the bugged Abrams. Alright, let me just open that on another monitor, just to make sure. Oh my god. Seems like a ping issue, no? What was your... Alright, here's the charge. What was your ping though? 34? Wait, what? Look at this. What? They have 35 ping. Okay. Alright, well that's pretty bad. Is that buff enjoyers versus melee creeps? It's not buff enjoyers, it's just piggies. Like, it's just a team of random European players that have Piggy and Saf, the other players I've never heard of. Oh yeah, Deathy, how do you feel about the Lash bugs right now? They feel horrible on ult, and I haven't experienced any bugs playing Lash. Now let me 28983331. Oh, I'm missing a fucking no. What is it? 83311. Another one. Alright, let me go watch in game just because, like I said, you know, I put the stream title in I put their channel in my stream title, but the stream quality just sucks, so I'm gonna watch in game. Maybe not working? Yeah, maybe. The results also bugged, really. You played a bunch of Lash today with no bugs. I only played one Lash game today, but it felt good. Is it troll to run your Wanda build both Fortitude and Improved Armors as opposed to Veilwalker, Shields, and Health Nova? It's not trolled. You can run that if you prefer. I think Fortitude actually pairs really well with Veilwalker, though, if you didn't know. Fortitude is really good with Veilwalker. Yeah. Alright, who do we watch? We'll watch the Lash and see if the Lash is trolling, because I feel like this Lash was the Wraith last game, and he had like a really bad game, so kind of... Oh, this is troll, dude. Okay, yeah. This is what I mean. They have weaker players. Like, this guy's kind of trolling, I think. No? Like, that guy just went for the melee and took 200 damage in a position where you should never go for the melee. It's okay, it's okay. I'm not here to judge or criticize, but I just, yeah. The EU team obviously has, like, good macro. Piggy got bonked, yeah. We can lane, go to macro, true. Could be the case, could be the case. They have Pashy on Shiv. I think it's good. Pashy played a lot of Shiv, so it's definitely like a more of a comfort hero for him. I think you have to be careful about this, right? Because I think... first of all, let me start the disclaimer by saying I love Pashy, right? And I'm saying this in the best way possible. Okay, I think Pashy is the type of player to be like, you know, I can play anything or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he's a very fundamentals-based player, right? So I think he's willing to like play anything. But I think you have to be very, very careful with that because no one can actually play everything. You know what I mean? I think in tournament play especially, you should like stick to like comfort picks if you can. Especially this early into the game. You consider dying for a walker worth it? It depends on the time of the game. Early on, yeah. Like I'd say before 20 minutes, yeah. After 20 minutes, maybe not. Keep pointing out things. We know that most of them are better than the average viewer. I mean, yeah, obviously this guy's like a really good player, I'm sure. But like some of these things are just kind of weird. I guess we can go at it from a lane analysis perspective since I play a ton of Lash. So the thing about Lash is like in lane early on, you're kind of weak. Like right here, for example, this trade is like fine because he has Flog. That's not the worst thing ever. But here, like it's starting to be a little weird, but now he can, okay, so. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? Okay, never mind. Never mind, this guy's trolling. I take it all back. This guy's trolling. Why would he not go for the slam there? Why would he go for the melee? If you go for double melee, you get parried every time. You get parried every time. I have no hold bar anymore. I was being nice. I'm not being nice anymore. Like, no. Like, bro, go for the slam. Just double jump slam. Just boom, you know? Realistically, how many heroes should someone be proficient in? I'd say 3. I think if you want to play on like tournament play, I think you should ideally try to aim for 4. If you're just trying to be good at the game and ranked, I think 3 is fine. But tournament play, I think 3 is a little bit low because 3 essentially means you can get like picked out of a game, right? Because if you main 3 and all of your heroes are meta, then both of your first 2 heroes could get banned and your third hero could get first pick, and then you're essentially picked out of the game. So 3 is a little bit low for tournament play. Because like someone can essentially pick you out of the game. I play everything. In-game stat tracking. Actually, you play 4, yeah. True. I think going extra health this early on Lash, it feels a bit weird. I mean, it's fine. It's a good item. I don't like hate it. I think, okay. I was gonna say he was waiting a long time to use Flog, but it's fine. See what he buys here. Reach. Okay, that's troll. Oh yeah, this guy's trolling, bro. Like, okay. Here's the reason why this is troll. On Lash, as far as early items, you really don't have a lot of options. You can go more gun items. If you go spirit items, the only spirit items that are worth considering on Lash are extra charge, Mystic Burst, or maybe extra spirit or ammo scavenger, okay? Mystic Reach has such shit value at first. I mean, it gives you bullet resist, which is okay, but like it'll never allow you to make plays, you know what I mean? So I feel like unless you're just getting shot at the entire lane, and even then, if you want straight up bullet resist, like just grab close quarters or something else, I don't know. Or just regen, no? Honestly, ground strike, if you have stamina, using ground strike as harass is great in lane. This guy hasn't really... Okay, so I would say one mistake that this guy has made is he hasn't really been using ground strike much to harass in lane, when there's a lot of opportunities where you can get like harass with ground strike. He is getting chunked, and he has 0 regen, right? But here he needs to buy healing, right? Pretty much. Hopefully he'll buy it. No! Okay, so in that situation, the reason he has to buy healing, right, or at least some regen, is like he's so insanely low he can't play the game. He's 200 health. He's never going to be able to make a play on last year. I mean, here he just has to sit his tower and do nothing, you know, which is like Lash's worst nightmare. Like, Lash feels good when you have wave prio and you can roam and like go to different lanes and make plays happen, but Lash feels terrible when you're just sitting at your tower and doing nothing. And look what's happening, right? The Shiv has wave prio, the Kelvin has wave prio, the Kelvin went to the other lane, now the Shiv is ganking this lane, right? So they're being super active, and meanwhile the Lash is having like 0 impact on the game. You gonna play Raging Echoes League? What is that? Oh, is that the PoE League? Is that like the new like oh, he's dead as fuck? Oh wait, yeah, he's dead. This is tragic. This is tragic. Bro stayed on 5 health for like a year. Oh wait, he's gonna buy a Mystic Burst. Let's see what he buys. He's not buying anything. I guess he's saving for Mystic Shot, maybe? Okay, he's speeding. He's going to look for a Lash Ult here. Looking for a Lash Ult in the left lane. Okay, big Lash Ult. Okay, that was actually a good Lash Ult. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Okay, big. Huge kill. Okay, he goes on the roof. I like it.
You make a decent sidekick.
Unfortunate. But that was good. That was good. Saving for Quicksilver? Really? I mean, he could be. Is there any warm-up that you personally do for it? Yeah, I'll usually boot up like Kovacs for like 20 minutes. You guys gonna wake up to 30 minutes of Deathy roasting his gameplay? Yeah, honestly, that's like my worst nightmare. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want... If this guy ever watches this VOD, I don't want this guy thinking like I'm just an asshole roasting him, you know? Like, I'm sure he's a good player or whatever, but some of the plays that he's made are pretty questionable. But I'm really doing this in the best faith possible, you know? Like, all good. Oh, he bought Quicksilver. Okay. I mean, that's fine, honestly. Quicksilver is good, but I like buying Mystic Shot first, but Quicksilver is good too. Can he kill this Shiv? Maybe. It's pretty close. I think Shiv's dead, no? Shiv is dead as fuck, no? Oh wait, he's alive with 1 health. No, he's dead. Alright, great play. Like, he's pretty good. He just made some mistakes. Damage on Quicksilver, go to Lashes here? Yeah. I mean, I buy Quicksilver on Lash all the time. It's just usually I buy Mystic Shot first. Usually I buy Mystic Shot and then Quicksilver. Quicksilver is a great item on Lash. It really helps with a lot of things. Pretty even game right now. Oh, Ultimate RuneScape event? No. I don't really have time to play RuneScape anymore. Goes to K. Chanter's Barrier. Okay, that's interesting. Chanter's Barrier is a good item. It is good against their team. Against their team, do you not just go like... Okay, so a Chanter's Barrier is fine. But like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't give you that much damage on this build. I feel like you get a lot more damage with Enchanter's Barrier when you max Slam, but I feel like with max Flog, like the Flog has 1.2 scaling, which is not bad, but the Slam has better scaling just because it has damage. It has scaling on the damage and scaling on the damage per meter. Yeah, Reactive Barrier is good against their team, but it's more defensive. Enchanter's Barrier at least gives you some offensive stats like cooldown reduction and things like that. The thing about the K on Lash 2 that feels bad now is that like ability duration does nothing for Lash pretty much. See, they're just making like better macro plays, you know what I mean? Like this Lash hasn't like, I would say that from Lash execution, he hasn't really done anything like particularly like, oh, this guy's really good at Lash. But his team is always just like, you know, they're at the right place at the right time, and it makes the plays really easy, you know, which is a great thing. That's a compliment for them. Like that play was so easy there. Killing the times he's killed the Shiv have just looked insanely easy. Like it's looked like he's just killing like a toddler. Not because the Shiv is bad or anything, but just because all of his team is there. Are you top 1 Lash NA? I'm probably not. Who's better than me then? Maybe I am. I don't know. It's possible. I guess it's up to, you know, it's up to interpretation. I'm not, according to the leaderboards, I'm not, I don't think. I think I'm like 7 or something. I think I'm ranked 7 Lash or something. Is he doing a VOD review? I'm not. I'm watching the tournament. I'm watching the tournament right now. This is the grand finals. I'm just being analytical. Yeah, Chasm is a better Lash player than me. Chasm also has like 3 times the amount of... Actually, Chasm has almost 4 times the amount of Lash games that I do. Yeah, tier 2 grapple is good for the duration, but yeah. This is good movement. This is good movement. I'll say. Okay, I like that. And here the Mirage shows up. They've got the Shiv showing up too. It looks like they want to defend this, but they're just kind of too late, you know what I mean? It's already dead. They might be able to get a kill here or not. The Shiv is hard chasing the Mirage here. Feeling the Shiv's perspective here. Whoops. Boom. I mean, they're hard chasing the Barrage, but even if they get this kill, it might not even be that good. Oh, they got 2 kills. Oh, they got 3 kills.
Thanks for the help.
Now, this game is kind of going like the first game, whereas I feel like a lot of the fights are going in favor of the Sapphire team, like the NA team, but overall they're getting like way less buildings. Chasm plays Abrams once in a blue wall, true. Chasm pretty much, yeah. You need some sea shanty too. Alright, fine. It would match this game, wouldn't it? Game's a little goofy, isn't it? How many total games do you have? I have about 1,000, but that doesn't count scrims or tournament games. With scrims and tournament games, I'm probably closer to like 1,250 or 1,300. You didn't recognize any games until you saw Piggy? Yeah. I'll hold tab so you guys can see the scoreboard and everything. Saf, once again, is just final raid boss. That way, he has 5,400, and bro's saving up for the next game. Yeah, Chasm's not like a Lash one trick, but he definitely like, he's like very clearly a Lash like player, you know? I play a lot of other things, yeah, for sure. But I love Chasm. You're a Phantom Lash, might be the best NA, true. You might take that title. Burst Fire, I'm a big fan of Burst Fire on Warden, big fan. You played against that exact team on ranked? Really? These 6 guys? Are they allowed to 6-stack? How's that even possible? Oh, they probably don't have enough high ranked players, I guess. Is that what you're saying? If they were all 6 like this, if they were 6-stacking, then that means they don't have enough high ranked players, no? Because you can't 6-stack. What song is that? That's Sea Shanty 2 from RuneScape. Vibing the fuck out. Warden OP? I don't think Warden's OP, but he's good. So Wraith is split pushing. Here they make the call, let's take out Wraith. So I'm guessing they're going to back up here. The Lash, however, just dies. But here they're going to try to go for the Wraith. Mirage TP's on her. This Mirage is not able to 1v1 her though, so oh, she's diving. This is a little risky, no? I feel like diving for that kill is kind of rough because you're dead guaranteed, no? I feel like that's probably not worth. I don't know, maybe it is. I feel like when that guy is super hurt, you just you go for the Walker. I guess he's dead either way if he goes for the Walker. Probably just needs to back up. I don't know. Shiv seems to be a very chill guy. Yeah, chill Shiv. He's chill. The people love Sea Shanty too, I'm telling you. I mean, I know. Is there a bracket for this tourney somewhere? I'm sure there is, but this is the grand finals. This was a fairly small tourney. There's not going to be teams that you really know in this tournament, other than these two maybe. So yeah. Can you recommend the ideal 60k Lash build? God. What kind of playstyle do you like playing Humdinger? Do you like playing Spirit Lash? Like, what do you like about Lash? First 5 was gun buff. Yeah, this guy's Thanos. Oh wait, he's been grabbed. Wait, I feel like they can't kill him though. He's just ulting. Ah, this is over. It's a terrible fight. Wait, Cool Cheese is on the Moan Crawl. I've never seen Cool Cheese play the Moan Crawl. Ah, this is mid boss again. It's like, how is this team winning when like half of their team is like super negative? You know what I mean? Like half of their team is like 0-4, 2-4, 1-8. The Haze is 1-8. But Saf is just final raid boss. KDA means nothing? No, I mean, I know. I'm just saying, I know that KDA doesn't mean anything specifically. I'm just saying, like, you know, they're just, like, the other team has the fight execution, but they're just, like, forcing things a lot, I feel. Yo, thanks for the prime chopsticks. I don't think I've ever gotten to that late game on Lash. Spirit? If you like Spirit, then, like, if you want damage, And he is just that bad. Okay, relax. If we played them, I'm very confident we would be able to win against this team. I'm very confident we'd be able to beat this EU team. I mean, hell, if they want to scrim, we'll scrim them. It's only for this weekend for Lurin. Yeah.
Your life is my life.
What do you consider the top 3 heroes builds for people with the worst mechanics and low ping? I mean, if you have bad mechanics, just play like heroes that are just like tanky and just output damage for existing. Like, I don't know. Mo and Krill, Abrams. Really depends. It's hard. Like, you need good mechanics to be really good at this game, obviously, but yeah. Warden ult build, for example, doesn't need a lot of mechanics. Begin turret build, true. Yeah, Warden is just about to be final raid boss. He's got 8k here. Let's see what he builds. If I'm him in this situation, I feel like you just go like... I mean, I'd probably go like Bullet Resist Shredder and like a tier 4 item. Like maybe Bullet Resist Shredder and like Spiritual Overflow or Silencer, depending on what you need. Silencer could actually kind of go hard against their team, though. But maybe you just go Bullet Resist. Maybe you just go like Crippling Headshot too. Crippling Headshot's really good. We're just gonna keep farming because there's nothing happening. So here the call that they're making. I'm almost sure that the call that they're making is like, hey, we've got a lead right now. We've got a lot of farm on our side of the map. Let's just chill, keep our waves good, and look for some like just farm our side of the map. So they've got some people like just pushing the waves, and other people just like farming their jungle. You know. Could Frenzy be good? Yeah, Frenzy's good on Lash. Yeah. If the devs implement a nighttime cycle like in Dota, do you think it will fit this game? I'm not sure. It could be cool though. I'd be interested to see it in action. It's one of those things that's really hard to say unless you've seen it, you know? Alright, he's got 9k. What's he gonna buy? Blast Cannon. Okay, he doesn't give a fuck. Bro doesn't give a fuck. Not even Bullet Resist Shredder. That seems wild to me. Not buying Bullet Resist Shredder? Seems kind of a little wild to me. Yeah, they have a lot. Yeah, exactly. Pushing in that situation is kind of risky. So their lead was like decent, and they've just kind of maintained their lead, and they've just cleared out the entire jungle, and now they're hitting their item timing. So they're happy by this. Ever seen Glass Cannon on Warden? I mean, I've bought Glass Cannon on Warden. It's pretty good because you have a lot of shields. So the minus health doesn't feel as bad as on some other characters because you've got shields to compensate for it a little bit. And now it builds from slowing bullets too, I guess, which is nice for Warden in a way. I don't know though. That's it. Could you talk a little bit about creep vision and like lead vision? I'm struggling to internalize how far you're able to be seen on the map. Yeah, so basically, it's pretty simple. Creeps can see you if you attack them directly with a weapon. So there's only 2 ways that creeps can see you. So creeps can see you if 1, they attack you, or 2, if you attack them with a gun, no matter how far away you are. So if you shoot a creep with your gun, you will always be visible. However, if you kill a creep with abilities, you don't get shown on the map, as long as the creeps don't attack you. You know if the skybox is changing depending on real world any seasons? I have no idea actually. It could be a coincidence. I have no idea. Cold front, a wave clear. Yeah, cold front doesn't show you as long as the creeps don't shoot you. If you run into the middle of the creeps, then obviously it will show you. But yeah, technically, if the creeps don't attack you at all, cold front doesn't show you. At least from my testing. So on Haze, if you go invis and you cold front a wave, for example, that won't show you. If you're standing on a corner and creeps don't go past you, don't show you on the map. From my testing, they don't, no. But if they turn around and they attack you, then it will. So it looks like Wraith is dead here. Yeah, they just got a pick. They've got a lot of playmakers here. Yeah, this looks like to be over. Shooting creep showed you on a map. That changes a lot for you. I got you. I'm here sharing the knowledge. Is melee killing creeps bad when using ammo scavenger? You get the soul bonus with ammo scavenger when you melee them, so it's not bad. You miss old skybox? I don't have any particular feelings towards the skybox. I'm happy with either. No glass cannon boost, only an assist. Unlucky. At this point, he's fucking final raid boss. He's finally going Veilwalker. Duration extender. Interesting. How long does Veilwalker last with duration extender? 5.7 seconds. Almost an extra second. So wait, creeps don't have any proximity vision at all? From my testing, I don't think they do. But I don't want to say 100% certain, but I went in customs with Boink and we did some pretty extensive testing. It did not seem like creeps have proximity vision. Maybe Yams knows. But from my testing, the only thing that shows you on the minimap is if you directly shoot a creep or if a creep attacks you. If you're near a creep, but it does not aggro you at all, and you don't shoot it, I don't think it shows you. What the fuck does Veilwalker get Warden? You just move at the speed of light in Invis. It's insane. Like you pop Fleetfoot Heroic Aura in your 2 and you literally like, cross half the map in like 5 seconds. What is this clip? Oh, okay, you clipped it. Fair. Thank you. Not sure. Minimap vision is terrible in this game. You've had people standing 5 feet on my tower and not showing map. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Yams. I mean, I think so. If a hero sees you as well, by the way, if you're in a hero's field of view, you'll show on the mini map. But if that person in front of your tower wasn't in your specific field of view directly, and no creeps were aggroing it, then yeah, I think they don't show. Oh wait, they're going on Saf. If they kill Saf, they can win a fight. Oh, wait, he gets rescue beamed. Saf is like final raid boss here, but here he just gets the ult through the Veilwalker. Oh wait, he doesn't get the ult. His ult got interrupted. That's actually huge. This is a disaster. It doesn't matter though. I think he can. I mean, he's gun warden, so he can just run at them. But that was like worst case scenario too. That was like worst case scenario. They went on the, but they weren't able to burst him down though. There's a limited range to hero for making up your own map. If they're too far, it just doesn't. Interesting. I think it's center mass. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this might just. Yeah, I think this is pretty. This is looking pretty over. Yeah. Haze might have a horrible KD. That's a great dagger. Yeah, the Haze is going like full like utility pickoff build, so the her KD doesn't really matter too much. Staff is too good. Yeah, clearly. Staff is just cleaning up. I mean, Irez is having a pretty decent game on the Abrams too. I mean, here they got mid boss and they're getting the shrines at the same time. Pretty Chad maneuver. Does anything besides creeps or heroes get vision? Towers do, yeah. Other than that, no. I don't think. Thoughts on Lash grapple bug? What's the bug? I haven't had the bug happen to me. More teams should just have 2 gun damage people go mid in these situations. Yeah, you're right. If you have, sometimes you just don't have those heroes though. But yeah, if you have those heroes, I agree. Depends though. Shouldn't he build intensifying mag now? Intensifying mag is good, but he might as well build another T4. There's not really any point to going back for intensifying mag here. I think if you're him at this point, you just go another T4. Like you can consider Vampiric. There's a couple of options you can consider. You could just consider, like, if I'm him, I might just go, like, Siphon Bullets. But I don't know. See what he goes. Unstoppable. Unstoppable is a really good call, too. But there's a lot of options that you could have built. I think Unstoppable is probably the best call, actually, because the only way that he dies is if something similar to what happened last fight happens to him. Does 4th Flex Out requiring 2 Lane Guardians mean 2 set or 2 individual ones? I think it's 2 individual ones, but I'm actually not sure. Grapple gets consumed, but it bugs and you go up like an inch and nothing happens. Or that sucks. I haven't had that happen to me, but that's not ideal. Yeah, that's a GG. Unlucky. NA falls down. Is it a bug that Flex isn't showing? Yeah, it's a UI bug, but now it's showing. Or actually, oh, I guess it might be 2 sets. I guess you might be right. It might be 2 sets. Oh. I mean, yeah, this Warden's like ultra fed, so like any damage numbers, I mean, he's got 10k up on anyone in the server. What's your build name for Warden? It's Deathy's Ward. I have a build name that's... My build is very similar to what he's running. Called Deathy's Gun, like Deathy's Assassin. Just search Deathy and you'll find it. Will you make a meta report tier list soon? Yeah. Probably Tuesday. I just need a little bit more time. Holy damage, yeah. I mean, Gun Warden is still like obscene. I know NA is like obsessed about like Spirit Warden, but like Gun Warden's like insane. GG. Is everyone run Veilwalker? A lot of Wardens run Veilwalker, but not all of them. What's the name? I can show you guys. We'll look at the scoreboard and I'll show you guys. And Furnace has your last name and it's free. Oh shit, yeah, shit. Yeah, Warden final raid boss. I mean, Lash did a lot of damage too. Veilwalker Lash build, okay, why not? Enchanter's Barrier makes more sense if he goes Veilwalker, yeah. He loves Gun Warden. I love Gun Warden too. I've always loved Gun Warden. Veilwalker is a really, really good item. Yeah, tough game. Unlucky for the boys. What can you do? Can you show your build? Yeah, this is my build. It's pretty similar. There's a couple differences. I go Swift Striker. I don't think he went Swift Striker. I go Headshot Booster. I don't think he went Headshot Booster. I mean, it's the same logic though. I think I definitely should change the order of Quicksilver. I think you probably go Quicksilver like right here. You have a 70% win rate with my Warden build. It's very strong. It's a very strong build. It's very strong and fairly easy to play too, I think. I like building Resist Shredder. He didn't build it. I think in the order, like Titanic Mag is definitely the last thing you build. I think I might get rid of Headhunter, honestly. I'm not even sure if it's worth it. I don't know. Yeah, Mofu Rabbids also got a bit. Also got a build. I don't even know if it's here. Is Warden the best example of a character with a great gun and spirit build? He's definitely up there. I think Geist would also be an example, maybe, or Shiv would be an example too. Yamato also, Gun Yamato versus Spirit can also go, or Bebop too. Bebop too. Titanic and Headhunter is a waste, 0 power spike. I mean, I think Headhunter gives you a power spike. Titanic is just a feel-good item. Titanic is just a feel-good item. It gives you a little bit of everything. Gives you some spirit resist, which is nice. A lot of ammo, which is nice. Which allows you to like unleash your burst fire rate way more. But yeah, I do kind of agree that Titanic would probably be. Can I edit? Let me see. No, edit, dude. I hate it when it does that. It just like bugs out. No high velocity. He built it. Yeah, I know he built it. I actually don't. I feel a little bit divided on high velocity. He built high velocity instead of headshot booster. So I guess if you like high velocity, just buy it instead of headshot booster. I feel like I still hit my shots without high velocity, so I don't really need it. But I don't know. I know some people feel like they can't hit anything on Warden without high velocity, but I feel like I still hit my shots without high velocity. So I don't know. That song is a long one? Oh, it's just been playing on repeat. Sorry. Alright guys. Headshot booster has felt underwhelming. Unlucky. Can't aim properly. That's fair. Alright guys, I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Do I have a mod in the chat? Because I think one of my mods could raid maybe. Any mods in the chat? Because my Twitch is bugged. I literally can't raid a stream. I would love to raid a stream. Wait, Icy Breaker, can you do /raid? Can you raid apply? Do /raid apply. /raid apply. Mod, please. Are we rating? Apply. This. Boom. Bye bye everybody. Why are there so many hackers in SEA? I don't know. Was a great stream, yeah. Love you guys too. See you later. See ya, generic head boy. I would love to rate apply. Would love to. I might not be able to. YouTube mod sad. Yeah, I can't raid on YouTube. I don't know what to do on YouTube. It's just done. Trying? Is it not working? If it doesn't work, it's okay. I'll just end the stream. All good. Alright guys, we're gonna do a fake raid, okay? Since we can't raid, fake raid, okay? Go raid, apply. Okay, say hi from Deathy. Okay, everybody? YouTube chat too, you guys can do it, okay? Go say hi from me. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here, okay? But fake raid, let's go. Alright, I'm gonna start it.